Okay, audio is good. Come on in here, y'all. Come on in. Get comfortable. Y'all got some water? Or you need something stronger? Get what you need. Get what you need. Because this is about to be one for the record books. Hey, y'all. Oh, Lordy. Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. What's going on? Why is this not refreshing? Come on, I done started off well. I'm on time. I done got everything pulled up. I restarted my computer before I started, so I don't have no issues. Like, don't do me. Don't do me, IG. Don't do me, YouTube. Hey, y'all. Hey. Why is not showing concurrent? Use stream health. Okay, well, it says the stream health is good. So we just gonna go ahead and roll with it. Hey, y'all. How is everybody doing on this lovely Tuesday night? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Let me know in the chat. Let me see who all up in here. We have, shout out to the members in the chat. I see Keish. I see AG95. I see Aaron M. I think I saw Kofi up hitting here early. Yep, Kofi, Kimberly Felder. What's up? Hey, y'all. I appreciate you so much. And y'all, why in the heck y'all didn't remind me? I still did not drop my Bel Air reactions for the members. I got that I recorded it and I totally forgot to upload it. I'm sorry. So after this live, I'm going to do that. I was going through and taking stock because I'm like, I got myself on this really crazy content plan. As y'all can see, I dropped like 4 or 5 videos today. I don't even remember. But I'm on this very crazy content plan for May. And I'm trying to do growth. I'm trying to have dope ass conversations. I'm trying to connect with y'all deeper. I'm trying to explore different things. Like, I'm just trying to do all of the things. And some stuff is falling by the wayside, but we caught it. So I am going to still post that for the members only, the live reactions from the Bel Air finale. And then I'm also going to be rewatching Bel Air. So if y'all are down and y'all are interested, then join the Discord. If y'all not in the Discord, y'all gonna be missing out on stuff, and then you're gonna be mad about it. There's a Discord link in every video that I post. So join the Discord, because that's where I'm gonna be putting out most of the communications ahead of time. Okay? But again, shout out to all the members. I appreciate y'all so very much. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. Dominic, welcome in, boo. Kathleen, Fearless Heart, Rainy Day Studios, Aaliyah, hey honey, Nia Love, how are you, boo? Shari's up in here too, hey. Kenny Ford, what's up, honey? Hope Lee, Black Butterfly, hey boo, hey. Hey Bree, hey Adriana, Bucket with your girl, hey boo. Not Erica, where you going? I'm coming to get on live with y'all. I'm trying to step it up. It is May. I'm trying to do my damn thing. And I'm trying to give y'all what y'all deserve. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Erica James, welcome in. It won't take your payment, child. I got to figure that out. I don't know. I never heard that one before. We'll figure it out. Mrs. Science, hey, boo, hey. Oh, wait, I'm peeking. I'm sorry. I might be so loud. Let me fix my mic real quick, y'all. I haven't seen you in a live in a few, I don't think. So welcome, welcome, welcome in, boo. So nice to see you. Brittany, how are you? It's a glow for you. Y'all are so sweet. I cannot. Thank you so much. I said I gotta get dressed for my people. Well, actually, I got pajama bottoms on. Once you come on the IG, if you come on IG and you want to talk with me, you're gonna be able to see my little peeking of the pajama bottoms. But the top is giving what needs to be gave. That's all that matters. You know, we work out from home, so it is what it is. Fearless Heart said, hope everybody's doing good and eating good, staying safe and sane. I know that's right. I am good. Thank y'all for asking. I have given myself permission to just be however I'm gonna be tonight. Like, shout out to Naya, Antonio, and Melissa, because we have a little group chat. And typically they get my reactions first, and it's a whole bunch of vulgarness. And I watched this episode and I just lit that group chat up, and it just helped me get all my feelings out. And now I'm going to take it down like 3 degrees, and I'm going to give the same energy here because it needs to be said. Enough is enough. I'm at my wit's end, and everybody can get dealt with. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at tonight. Thank you. I feel cute. I smell good. I have on Chanel Chance, and that's supposed to help ground me because it's a little bit flirty and feminine. It's not as bold of a scent. Like, my favorite perfume right now is the Valentino that I wear. Do I have it over here somewhere? No, but I have on this right now, and it's so like feminine and soft, and it's like gonna help me not rage too much because I have a lot that I want to get out. Kobe said you good. Okay. So it's the CW on strike. Not the CW specifically, but writers within the Writers Guild are on strike right now. So no writers' rooms are actually meeting. No sanction rooms with any studios. So basically the general thing about what's going on is streaming has basically wreaked havoc upon the industry. While it has created a great thing for audiences to get a ton of content, right? It has really put a lot of creators, writers specifically, in a very interesting trick bag where they basically can't even afford to really live. So like with seasons being shorter in a number of episodes on streaming, they don't do residuals, and residuals is basically like when an episode premieres, you got paid for being in that room. If you wrote the episode, you got paid for writing the episode. If you like helped or whatever, you got whatever you were supposed to get. But if you wrote the episode, you will also get residuals for that specific episode. And the residuals look like anywhere between like $13,000 to $25,000 for the first time that it aired. Then if it aired again, then it looks like you know, maybe like 10 to 17. Like every single time that the episode would air on network, the writers would still get paid, which would help sustain the writers who could only do 2 rooms or 1 room in a year, right? But now with streaming, they don't do that. Like residual checks from streaming look like $5. Like when a show is on Netflix, so like the CW licenses All American and All American Homecoming, right, to Netflix. The writers who wrote those don't get residuals for like basically the reruns because it doesn't count as streaming. So the writers who wrote that got paid whatever they got paid up front, and then that is just it. That's all. And the strike is happening right now because they're trying to figure out a better deal when it comes to the streaming platforms so that they can compensate writers closer to what the industry standard was so they can go back to maintaining a better quality of life and basically be able to sustain themselves. Like right now, writers are probably making the least, and it's their intellectual property that the shows and the films are based off of. So that's like the gist of what's going on. Hopefully that helps. If you have any other questions, like DM me. But that's like literally the gist. Hey, Darnika, I think, or Darnicia? Darnicia, it probably is Darnicia. How are you, boo? Welcome in. Your first time here, you're gonna enjoy it. Kimberly Felder says, so since they are on strike, does that mean we will not be getting episodes of our favorite shows until the deal is made? New episodes. So the things that are already shot and written is fine. Like they're not going to take back their scripts. So All American is fine through the rest of its season because they've already filmed that. Like they wrapped that like a month ago. But they won't be able to go into the writer's room to work on season 6 until the strike is over. So basically, new stuff could get pushed back or scrapped. And the last time that this happened was in 2007. And one of the shows that I remember struggling the most with, well, because I was watching it, so it didn't struggle the most out of everybody, but I remember it the most, was The Game. The writer's strike happened during the game, and it was a clear drop in quality because the writers who were on staff were on strike, and they actually went and got people to like break the strike, or not break the strike, but cross the picket lines, and like they just did some things to try to make the rest of the season happen, and it wasn't congruent with what was already put up there. And then a lot of people were talking about, at that same time, this is when reality TV started to get pushed a lot because they just didn't have writers at that time. And at that time, I think the writer's strike was like 100 days long or something like that. So the stuff that's already shot, you're fine. You're going to get the rest of your seasons. But the new stuff, the stuff that they would start filming over the summer, like All American, Homecoming, Power Book 2 Ghosts, season 4 is already in production. So I feel like the writers have already finished that up. As long as they don't need to change anything, like for the tail end of it, we still gonna get season 4 of that. Maybe like I would have to really go down the list and see where they're at with production to give y'all a better scope of like what shows you would probably see a delay with and what shows are gonna be perfectly fine. Let me know if y'all actually want a video on that, because I could definitely do that. Thank you, Rose Epps. How are you? Not come on cheekbones. These are my mama cheeks. AG95 said, I'm gonna need you to read Spencer All the Way for Filth tonight. He pissed me off this last episode. Aaliyah says, Drake and Gabe take a shot every time E tells Olivia to go to hell. That's the Drake and game. Every time I tell Olivia to go to hell or I call her a narcissist, take a shot. I'm here for it. Shari says, yes, pretty much some of the seasons may be pushed back if it lasts long enough. Abbott was supposed to start the writing for next season now, but it's on hold now. Yep. I feel bad for the writers, draining them and not paying them. Exactly. Of course, I got y'all. That's a shame that they get paid the least. It's wild. Like, it's literally our intellectual property, but like the way that this industry works, it's just crazy. The show Heroes on NBC also got affected. Yes, Kofi, Heroes got affected. Lost got affected. That's probably why we got that jacked up ass ending that we got. Yeah. My show Reasonable Doubt will be in jeopardy then, Lawrence. Yeah, because I think that they like well, I feel like they already had started writing, because they had casted, casted is not a word. They cast, what's his name? Little chocolate yo? Morris Chestnut. So that means that they already had to know that character was coming. So I feel like they had a couple scripts in the book, but they definitely probably haven't finished yet. So they definitely could be pushed back. Neil Love says Abbott is going to be delayed, and I'm distraught because I need to know what's going on with Gregory and Janine. Like, how in the hell did Abbott Elementary spend the first 2 seasons just setting it up so beautifully, and it, for the most part, like, it gave a little bit of like tension here and there, a little bit of conflict, but for the most part, we just here for the laughs and the vibes. And then that season finale had me stressed. My heart was palpitating. I was just like, oh my god, like what are we gonna do? So yes, they need to come on back. Not you including the Asher part in the breakdown because of Kofi. Kofi, did you catch that? Because as soon as I finished and I was about to edit, I was like, oh Lord, Kofi gonna kick my ass if I don't mention Jamie and this damn baby and Asher, because I totally forgot about it. Hey Jade, welcome from London. I know it's super, super late. Okay, it's pronounced Darnisi. Oh, Darnesia. Okay, thank you for phonetically spelling that out for me so I can make sure I get it right, because I love to make sure I got people's names right, honey. You usually watch but you've never been able to catch it live. Okay, dope. Welcome in. Y'all, I'm excited to be talking with y'all, but I'm annoyed by the episode, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. So, let's start off with the ratings. I'm also going to open up the IG so that y'all can just come on in And let's just get into what we got to get to. I fear, while y'all dropping the ratings for the episode, go ahead and put it in the chat. Out of 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, what you giving this episode? Drop it in the chat. I fear that I might have to release Spencer James. I got to release Spencer James, y'all. Because at this point, he has become a sacrificial lamb for that biracial Beverly Hills beauty. And I got to protect my peace. Like, I got to protect my peace. Erica James gives it a 7. Aaron gives it a 7. Eric says the episode was the most I've enjoyed this show in a while, though. Hey, T. Welcome in, boo. Kimberly Felders gives it a 7. Dominic, not you an NA as usual, but you watched the breakdown video. I cannot. Nia loves it. It was a 6 for me, but Spencer makes me want to drop it to a 1. Spencer's so big stressful, and I don't even know how we got here. Like, AG95 says a 6.1 out of 10. Okay. Black Butterfly says 6.5. Adriana says a 6. Fearless Heart says a 5.25. Come on with the 0.25. Spolivia, this version that's loaded is a 1.25 because it's damn sure not 2.0. So I feel you on that. Darnicia says, to me, this has been the best episode in a while. Kenny gives it an 8. Spencer needs to go. He really pissing me off. I'm ready to fight him. 5 out of 10, says Jay. Hey, Truths. Welcome in, boo. Rainy Day Studio says a 6. Not gonna lie, for some reason, I only care about the whole Patience, Sky, and Coop storyline. Really? Now, Sky Ass was doing so much in this episode. So if he never danced with Olivia, would he have broken up with Alicia? That's the question. That is the question, Kimberly. Because that's what the episode was given. Like, let me finish it, reading y'all's ratings before I go there, because I'm going to black out in a second. Let's pin that, though, because that's the question. That is the damn question of the hour. How do I pin this? It's not working. Alexandria says, at this point, Spencer messing every girl over that's not Olivia is a personality trait. 4 out of 10. Called a thing a thing. Called a thing a thing. Kobe says I give it an 8. Kobe says he gives it an 8.5 or a 9. I was about to do some shady stuff, but I'm not going to do it, Kobe, because you stand on what the hell you said what you said. 8.5 or a 9. Erica, what's wrong with you? I don't know. That's fine. Spencer is the menace to black women, and it's not Olivia. I'm sick. That's not Olivia. I'm sick. Huh? It's that. Yeah, Spencer know he was wrong for inviting Alicia, though. Like, that, it's just so many layers to it. Like, why even... He know what happened the last time he was a part of a fashion show. Yo, okay, so I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I saw that and I was like, so did y'all just see that it went well with Homecoming? Y'all was like, oh, bet we need to do another one of those because they really ate that up on the socials. Because it was also given like, all right, we done this. We done been there, done that. They for real could have gotten anyone else to dance with Olivia. Is it just me? Is it just me? Honestly, they could have gotten anyone else to dance with Spencer. Davida is the one who created it, so why couldn't Davida dance with Spencer? Like, I really just didn't understand. Olivia pulled Kia in, like, oh, you gonna be the person dancing, initially not planning to dance herself. Why in the hell wouldn't you put Kia there? Because clearly you think she's a better dancer. Like, it's giving very convenient. It's giving orchestrated. It's giving forced. Micah gives it an 8 out of 10. AA did what AA does, which is use grand moments as a band-aid for Spolivia instead of actually dealing with the real issues within the relationship. I love that we came here to call the thing a thing tonight. I absolutely adore this. Y'all are my people. He was stringing that girl along. Sky Coop and Patience is the true representation of a lesbian relationship. Is it? Is it? Because Sky's fickle. Aaliyah, get ready to take a shot. I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep it together and build. I'm trying to beat build. Mrs. Science says, I give it a 6.5 and I put Spencer out long ago. He acting simple. Last night confirmed he won't be back. See, I think I have been holding on and making excuses, and now I have finally grabbed my good sense and say, you know what, sir? Away you go. Away you go. Get out of here. Kofi says, I think it would have been inevitable whether he danced with her or not. The signs were clear. Kofi. So yes, we know that they're coming. At this point, my biggest gripe is that the storytelling is not giving what it used to give. Like, if y'all gonna bring Spolivia back together, then do this right. Tell a nuanced, in-depth story that actually means something. Stop with this sitcom, wrap it all up by the end. Nobody actually has any real stakes or consequences. Nobody really has to take accountability or honor each other's boundaries or speak to each other's truth. Like, what are we actually here for? Because seasons 1 and 2, y'all were able to progress relationships and storylines along and give us full-on character development. My biggest issue with Spolivia is not that I just don't want the relationship to happen. It's that I don't want it to happen off of some trite just force because social media wants them together and because there's a whole bunch of little tweens and extra old ass women who readily identify with this woman or this little girl because they wish that they were her at that time, but they thought they peaked in high school because they actually want to see this happen, but no actual substance. That now we abandon all of the dope storytelling that made All American what it was. That's my biggest issue. Like, I could have rewritten how they actually make it back to each other that would include nuance of them addressing the issues that they have between each other. Because for the life of me, I cannot figure out how in the hell is it that he now forgets everything that was a problem or completely is just not going to address all of the issues that stemmed from things that popped up within their relationship when they were romantically together, all because he's looking at her in some kind of African garb and some face paint. Like, now you're just so stunned like a damn deer in headlights that nothing ever even matters. I'm still pissed that they have not forced her to address certain selfish areas, certain narcissistic ass decisions. I would have no problem with Olivia getting back together if Olivia was able to recount all of the bullshit that she did and stand 10 toes down and like, I really should not have done that shit. I could have handled it better. And for me, I think it was like spitting in our faces a little bit because they literally had her apologize to the team. And that's what I was asking the whole time. And when she said it, I was like, oh, but when Erica said it, it was wow. It was too much. It was, oh my God, she's doing the best she can and she's the victim and she should be trying and nobody understands her and oh my God. No! You could have wanted to pursue this article. Cool. 10 toes down, focus, like tunnel vision for it, cool. But address the impact that your decisions is having on other people because other people live in the world with you, Olivia. That's it, that's all. So the way that she was able to flippantly be like, I'm sorry about how this impacted you, now when it's too little too goddamn late, it's wild to me. And then we still don't get her to address, like, y'all want me to get on board with her and Spencer getting back together when she literally has yet to be able to apologize for dragging that man through the damn mud. And I'm supposed to buy into him caught up like a damn deer in headlights because, oh my God, it doesn't matter that she just has made my life completely miserable and has shitted on me every chance that she fucking got because, oh my God, this face paint and this tribal wear is given. What? Absolutely not. Olivia, go to hell. I tried. I really tried, y'all. Try not to say it. Kimberly Felder says, to play in Alicia's face knowing she's in the audience was so raggedy. And honestly, I think that that's the part that like pisses me off the most, because not only now have y'all done something completely different with the Olivia character, but you have completely compromised Spencer as a character just to prop up the bullshit that you're doing with Olivia as a character. And that is completely wild to me. Somebody mentioned it already, like, at this point, Spencer, you're being a menace to other black women who are not Olivia, and this has to be a personality trait. We let you off the hook when it came to Layla, because it's like, oh, this was outside of you. You was just so compelled and moving. You ain't never felt like that before, and oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm way too loud. Let me turn this down, because I'm hollering and screaming at the top of my damn lungs. It's cool if you was so overcome with the love and like you had never felt it before, and they were pushing this whole narrative of like, oh my God, it just hit him like a ton of bricks. He didn't know what to do, and then Olivia was running. Okay, cool. But now what's your damn excuse? What's your damn excuse, Spencer? What's your excuse, Spencer? Ugh. Layla all over again. Literally. Not y'all talking, screaming out shy. I cannot with y'all. Okay. It's giving succubus Bambi. Olivia found someone else to dance with. Knock it off. Like, y'all mean to tell me you gonna pull this damn thing together all in 24 hours, and the only way it's gonna happen is if those two dance together? And then y'all, I have to point this out because y'all my people, but I'm gonna do this after. So like, Dominic, remind me to come back to like the dance, because and this is the part that I think that really enraged me. Like, when I say I was so excited when I saw Spencer start dancing. And like, to some of y'all's point, like, this is the best episode, or you've enjoyed this episode the most. I feel like it's that moment. It's the boys dancing. It was Spencer dancing. It was a little cute moment between like the guys and like Asher when he's announcing that they're pregnant or whatever. Like, I did enjoy those parts of the episode, but the Spolivia dance... The Spolivia dance ruined this entire episode for me, because while I was watching, I was paying attention to the dance moves that they were doing. And y'all already know, I'm your good sis you love to talk TV with. You know that I'm a writer. You know that I'm a director. You know that I'm an actor. That choreography was very specific to Spencer and Olivia. And I'm going to pull it up, and we are going to go through it frame by frame so that y'all can see that they literally choreographed how that relationship happened into that goddamn dance. And at the end, when he runs back to her, it's foreshadowing for that. And y'all mean to tell me y'all could choreograph this dance to this writing and get so specific visually, but you can't have this hoe sit down and apologize? You can't have them have a conversation with Layla? You can't have this raggedy ass vortex actually be accountable to one another versus sitting up in each other's faces and patting each other up like, oh my God, you're having a baby. Oh my God, you're like so great. You just shit on this girl. You just broke up with her. Like, every single trash thing. And not that saying getting pregnant is trash, but it's a lot more complicated than, yes, clearly, because Jamie has lupus and that could compromise her whole life, but we acted like that wasn't even a damn factor. Y'all could choreograph this dance, link it to the writing, and get that specific enough with the visuals, but you cannot have these characters actually have real ass conversations. I peeped it. I was on it, and I'll be half watching the episodes, and I peeped it, and I'm pissed about it. And then not only that, we gonna go. You know what, Dominic? Remind me to come back to that damn dance, because I can't do it right now. I'm gonna be on the tangent the whole time. We're gonna come back to the dance. I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna show y'all exactly how they literally outlined their relationship in that goddamn dance. And y'all could have saved it. Y'all could have given all that effort to some other stuff that we actually needed to see. Kia made sure they danced together. She was shady for that. Even that, Kimberly, like, I get it. Kia know that y'all together, But like, I also don't even know if I feel like this is true to Kia's character, right? Because has Spencer and Kia actually talked? Have they actually shared like all of what's going on? You're never going to get me to believe that every single person within a circle, extended or not, is 100% in agreement and for something that clearly showed toxicity, that clearly showed negative tendencies. Like, there's not one person in the whole damn bunch who was like, well, calm down, well, chill out, well, not too much. Not one person. Even Davita's like, oh my God, Olivia, I love you so much. You're so great. This girl was coming for you immediately. She didn't even know your name and she was ready, pinned ready. I got to get this hoe out of his life. And that's what we doing. Olivia supposedly hasn't even been on campus. Y'all ain't seen each other in forever, but you love her? The last time y'all interacted, she was on your damn neck and y'all had to make peace with this raggedy ass interview, so then she switched focus to focus on his damn coach. What are we talking about? They could never be PKZ and KEK masquerade dance. I can't. Ooh, Darnicia, I love that. Darnicia said I couldn't pinpoint it before, but I finally realized that Alicia was giving 90s Melinda Williams, though, especially the last episode with that ponytail. Yes. Yes. I'm here for it. And did y'all see that body when she walked out of this man's life? I'm going to need him to be heard about that, because I don't know if you actually chose right, sir. Kobe says low-key Kia and Op, she knew what she was doing. I cannot with you. AG95 says, honestly, Homecoming did it better. The whole point of that scene was to put the forced spotlight on Spolivia. It was so forced. And that's another thing. Like, things were a lot more nuanced in how they were actually telling the stories. Yes, Aline Coop was that one at one point, but they even have like converted her, so that didn't last that damn long. Rainy Day Studio says, and Alicia has a body. I was like, damn, now you gone, and I didn't even appreciate you how I should have appreciated you. Like, why didn't they pan down before? Yes. Alicia was looking hella beautiful this episode. Kimberly says, Olivia said that she was losing herself and he made her doubt herself. Has that changed? As far as I'm concerned, not a damn thing has changed, but we about to try this thing again for whatever the hell reason. Oh, we're going to try this thing again because nobody has made me feel like you. So when you make me feel great, it's great. But when you make me feel bad, it's bad. But then I only make you feel bad. Except for when I'm having sex with you. That's a wonderful place to build a relationship. Go to hell, Olivia. Fearless Heart says Olivia is overpowered Power Ranger of AA that does no wrong. Why is it always her solutions that work for Spencer? It's like, at this point, it's like, come on, y'all gotta be all the way for real. Like, y'all really have to be for real. The show treats all the brown skinned girls so terribly. He gonna be kicking himself in the near future once Olivia goes on her narc binge again. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this right here, right now. While I know that Spolivia is loading, I also can totally see her also changing her mind again. I read the synopsis for episode 20. It's very, very vague. However, it talks about her needing to make a big decision and not knowing if the timing is right. So congratulations, Spencer, in my DJ Khaled voice, you played yourself. You just let Alicia walk her ass up out of your life, and you about to run your ass back to Olivia, and she about to run her ass to Africa. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy the heartbreak this time around. Like, eat every bit of it. There's no more storytelling on All American. It's just Olivia. Points were made. Alexandria, that is a point for our asses, I tell you. Lawrence says the teens on Twitter be crying for Olivia to get back together every day. To get back together to do what? To bump uglies and for Spencer to look sorrowful and Olivia to ignore him but just notice she got him in the back pocket whenever the hell she get bored. Okay, and then what? Because at the end of the day, it's not even like to be anti-Spolivia per se. It's just to be for good storytelling. It's to be for dope-ass character development and journeys and arcs. That's what I'm for over anything. I would be 100% back on board this goofy-ass Spolivia train if it was given great storytelling. If they actually held Olivia accountable. If we got to watch Olivia make these headstrong-ass, narcissistic-ass, selfish-ass decisions and then also suffer the consequences for them and be changed by them, allowing her personality and her emotions and her mental to be affected by them, I would be on that ride. I might be mad at her, might cuss her out every other week, but the moment that she apologized, the moment that she self-reflected and wrote in her damn journal like, oh damn, am I really, if I had a moment where they gave me Olivia writing in her damn journal and all it says at the top is, am I the villain? I would be back on board. Because at least we're getting to see some type of journey with this character. At this point, the only journey we're getting is that Olivia is the greatest regardless. And it don't work like that. People like Olivia in real life get blocked. They're toxic. They need to be removed at any cost because they're not thinking about anybody else's well-being but their goddamn own. And y'all not about to run up some little raggedy ass sorority girl at the top of this damn episode, giving her nice nasty energy and pointing out how hell we can't necessarily trust you to keep anything confidential because we all about discretion and y'all want me to feel bad for her because I don't. Ain't nobody tell you I have to write the article. And when you decided to do the pseudonym, nobody told you to need the damn credit. So now you're going to attach the pseudonym to your name. You want too much. You're doing too much. Every time you turn around, she has to win. Nobody wins at every shot they take. It just doesn't happen. So All Americans, stop trying to make fetch happen and make me believe that every single shot that Olivia Baker takes is supposed to be all net. I literally sent Naya and them a message like, I feel like they playing in my face and they calling me an idiot. And y'all know good and damn well I'm not dumb. Can you give us the details of how you would rewrite them getting back together? Bucket with your girl. I like you and my real ones, but I kind of don't want to give the trolls that. I'm gonna be honest. The Patty and me don't want to get a trolls that, but I'll think about it because you asked. I'll think about it. Kimberly says, yes, exactly. I don't have a problem with them being together, but they have to write this right. What about the communication problem? Are they going to address that? They don't address a damn thing anymore. Not you want to hear it. Y'all want to hear how we'll fix it? I've already started writing how I would do next season. And I am going to release that for y'all and they're going to be mad. And low-key is me being able to troll the trolls and then also give y'all some really bomb content. So maybe on how I would fix it, but I've already written how I want them to move forward. Not Erica, read her. I gotta stop. Hey Jamal, welcome in, boo. It's so shallow of the writers to bring Kia back just to push this Bolivia agenda, but at this point, who's surprised? Exactly. Y'all gave us Davida and Kia in one episode, and they're literally just there to talk about how great Olivia is. Where's my beef? For real. Like, for real. Y'all brought Davida and Kia back just to prop up Olivia. You gotta be kidding me. You hope Homecoming isn't canceled? I don't think it's canceled as of yet. Now, this writer strike might really mess things up just because like people's contracts run out during certain times, and like they could only hold actors for certain time because they're gonna go out and audition for other stuff. So fingers crossed, child. Fingers crossed it doesn't get canceled. Max says Alicia had me walking back my criticism towards her character. The way she was looking so good. Not us aesthetically falling for Alicia, and now we just like, we should have rallied harder for her. I love it. Alexandria says also Olivia and Spencer's chemistry is not all that for the amount of havoc they have caused. Writers acting like they have Fitz and Liv chemistry. Stop. I am just here for this. Y'all are not playing no games and y'all are on it. Period. What you said. Because it ain't it. Y'all trying to make it seem like it's it, but it ain't. Where is that at? So I can pin it. There it is. Y'all, my live is open on IG if you want to come in and share your thoughts. I literally took notes and I was supposed to stick to an outline. And every time I get to going with y'all, y'all just be feeding into it. And now I'm all distracted. Like, what else we got to talk about? And I'm trying to keep it organized. Hey, Big Kev. Big Kev said, shake my head. I'm waiting on Spencer to date Coop. What else is left? Period. Donicia says, yeah, she's gonna change her mind because she just told the other girl, can't remember her name, that she wanted to do the study abroad. Yep, she told Davita that. Nia Love says she's going on that exchange program. Davita told her about leaving Spencer looking goofy, as he should be, because I have no sympathy for him anymore. Spencer just needs to be single and focus on football. Somebody better tell him. Dan Golden says, why is patient stalker sending videos to Sky? So stupid. What purpose does that serve? And it just so happened that the camera was perfectly placed to catch her kid's patience. What a joke. Max says, when Jordan and Layla are carrying the show, you know you're doing something wrong. So, like, I actually, you know what? It's probably because I was so over the clear forcing of Spolivia in this episode that I was looking at Layla and Jordan and I was like, okay, at least I ain't rooting for it, but I'm going to deal with it. And they did look cute. So you know something is wrong. The whole patient stalker storyline is so annoying. Like, it's Carrie all over again and I'm not for it. Hey, Tony R&B, how are you? Or, yeah, R&B. Wait, it just moved so fast. I think that's right. RN. Tony B, RN. Low key, the whole season needs to be thrown away. Ciao. Ooh, Big Cash said start with having Olivia on the bus instead of Billy. Shots fired. What is Kia doing there anyway? Don't she go to school back east? Exactly. Y'all already had her pop out and said she was just in town. Now all of a sudden she's magically here just to prop up little Beverly Beauty. We need a shot button. Erica says we all have to go sometime. Y'all are not playing games. Dan says Olivia is terribly written character, simple as that. She's good at everything she does, never fails. She has an addiction that seemingly comes and goes. She's toxic and entitled. That's it. That's the tweet. That's the tweet. Yeah, and it was really unbelievable that Spencer was healed in one day. He needs to focus on himself. Every character on the show solely exists to be like, oh my God, Olivia is the best. Do you remember when she wrote that article? I love how this has just become a roast Olivia fucking live. Y'all are not playing no games. I cannot. I still hate how Spencer didn't go on an apology tour. He had everyone messed up during that little mourning era. The 3 dark-skinned girls were in the episode to big up Olivia get-ish on by doing her dance recital. And we ain't even going to talk about what that gives, because the optics of that is just like bombastic side eye, okay? Oh, I'm definitely not falling for the jailernness of it all, but it felt like a comfortable place to land because I was just so like enraged by the forcing of Spolivia. So I literally just like accepted it because it's the best of the damn worst. I felt like they had taken me to hell, and like seeing Jayla was on my ascent back out of it. Spencer and Olivia are insufferable. It makes Layla and Jordan less insufferable in comparison. Exactly. Because at least they be in their own world and not running amok. Literally. That's a great way to put it. You got it together. Olivia really dusty. I'm sorry, y'all. That's hilarious. The way I kind of want to play y'all my voice notes that I sent to them, but I dropped so many F-bombs and I called Olivia so many basic B's. So that Dusty just took me back to calling her a basic. Olivia, wait, I want to read the whole thing. Jade says, Olivia Dusty, like, how you treat Alicia like this after you told her she was the what Spencer needed when he was spiraling. They keep giving her excuses for her behavior. First her addiction, and then her father dying. Exactly. Mrs. Science says Spencer never has to apologize to anyone, so him and Olivia deserve each other. Okay, I'm on Spencer's head, but that one I don't agree to. Spencer apologizes too often, in my opinion, like this episode. He didn't owe them boys nothing, if you ask me. My damn daddy coach died. So yeah, I quit on you hoes. Y'all's coach that y'all have been playing for forever was running amok, ruining people's careers, breaking bones and whatnot, and y'all wasn't even a damn wiser. And y'all want to come at me left after my damn coach daddy died? Oh, I thought not. So no, I don't like, Spencer is dead ass wrong for how he handled Layla, how he's handling Alicia. But Spencer has apologized a lot. He apologizes very, very, very often. More often than he should. Which is why I just don't understand why the writers can't sparse out and budget some apologies to come out of Olivia's mouth. Because they never come out of her mouth. But they always come out of Spencer's mouth, in my opinion. Big Kev says, All American, we not going to sit through multiple episodes of Olivia trying to be Wanda going to Africa. No. But at least Wanda has strong story and character development. We could get with that, Big Cab. Y'all, go ahead and request me over on IG if you want to share your thoughts for the episode. I'm about to jump over there and plug some people in. Tay Diggs made the best choice being killed off because what has this season become? No consistency in the writing aside from a few episodes that they ain't even acting. They just hanging out. But then also, like, I get it. Like, I could get wanting to leave, right? But also, now it's, like, made the show worse. Because you get these outs for these characters that wouldn't normally have them to do little shitty things. So it's a catch-22. Rainy Day Studio says that season 5 probably the most boring season. Like, what are they going to talk about in season 6? What are they going to talk about? Shout out to Naya because she helped me come up with my like proposal plan premiere episode of season 6, and it's good. It's good. If I do say so myself, it's really good. Okay, let me. Okay. Colorism is a reflection of LA, but that got nothing to do with the writing. Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as to say the writers are colorists at all. I just don't like the optics of that, and I don't know if they thought about the optics. Spencer last season was apologizing every episode. Apologize, like he was like baby, please, so often. Simone and Olivia are honestly giving twins at this point. They getting whatever they want whenever. It's all hail to the both of them. And it's so annoying. And if we were going to go this route, then why in the hell didn't we start it off with Spencer getting everything that he wanted? Because it was his show. I don't know where we at now. Okay. I still hate how Spencer did. Oh, okay, I got that one already. And she never learns any lessons. Show goes out of its way to excuse her at every turn, completely out of the way. Low key, the whole season. I think I got everything. Am I caught up? Not me being caught up with the chat. I am here for it.
Right.
Let me fix this. There we go. Okie dokie. Let me fix this. There we go. Okie dokie. Hey y'all.
So,
Hey.
How are you? Kobe, why are you playing these damn games with this whole, you don't want the damn camera on. It's fine. You don't want it on.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm actually just vibing out, but no, I'll come in and out if I eat, when time permits. So what's up anyway?
How y'all feeling? What y'all thinking? I know I done already a couple rants.
The lady can go first. It's okay.
You went, now it's my turn. Because this is a mess. Okay, number one, I don't know how they doing too much and not enough at the same time. Because this is, according to the timeline, they're still in their freshman year with 20 episodes. Where they do that at? 20 episodes. And they ain't even finished the freshman year. Why? That's just stupid. That was just, it was too much unnecessariness in all of this. Foolishness for me. I mean, come on now. We did not need 20 episodes of garbage. I really feel like this whole season, we just need to say this was just a test. This was a fake. Start back from the beginning.
You want to do over?
We start a whole do-over because, frankly, I get the idea that they were trying to make them break up for some type of reason to cause them to have strife in their relationship. So I get that, but the way they went about the story was stupid, okay? That's number one. And then on top of it, if you ask me, I just gotta be, y'all gonna hate me, but Spencer is trash in relationships. The way they got him moving in relationships is trash.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. Pause here.
Gotta get this off. This the second time in 1 year. Because remember, senior year was season 3. So technically it's only been 1 year. Now he done made the same mistake 2 times in 1 year. Where they do that at? With the same girl. You ain't learned nothing. Not one thing. All this time, they said, oh, it's been 2 months, it's been 6 weeks, it's been all this time in between Billy Baker head ass dying, all this foolishness going in between, Alicia coming back. You knew you want to have a conversation with old girl 8 weeks ago, according to the timeline. So what was that conversation going to be about? The first one. Then now you want to have a conversation after you got your healing, started doing your counseling. You want to have a conversation then. What was that conversation going to be about? Because you sure went back to Alicia ass when you knew that you was feeling Olivia. Why are you doing the same thing 2 and 3, 4, 5 times in 1 year? I can't. And I honestly, I looked on TikTok or not TikTok, but Twitter. A lot of them is delusion. Because the regurgitation of the writing for me. Why are we giving these same stories like it's been 10 years or it's 20 years and now they doing a reunion or something? No, this is you doing flashbacks for 5 seasons. From flashbacks from a year ago. All this happened a year ago, according to the timeline. Why are we doing this? It's like it's irritating me because you really fucked up I really love this show. Like, I'm a nurse. I work a lot. I took time out my goddamn day to sit down on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Detroit to watch this goddamn show live. And how dare you mess my show up like this? How dare you? And like, you think that's a good thing? Like, all these double entendres and coming back with the same stuff is not given. It did not give for me. Like, he should have been had that conversation with old girl. Show some growth in Spencer as well. Like, if we gonna give Olivia smoke, and I believe she deserved all the smoke, because I'm not an Olivia fan. I like them as a couple. I do think their chemistry is great, but she do deserve some smoke. But how Spencer is moving, now we just gotta call a thing a thing. Now he ain't moving right at all. Come on now.
So what I will say is I believe that he was trying to get over her. So I'm giving him grace up until this episode, because at the start of this episode, I believed it. Like, I don't believe that there was anything malicious or ill intent at the top of it. Like, I felt like he was really in it, which is also why it's also why this dance disrupting you like this and putting you in this place all abruptly makes absolutely no sense. Because if this is where y'all were going, y'all should have given us some type of bridge to help us actually see that
they did. Remember when he came back to the house and they said, "Oh, Olive was really helpful. He helped you out." He wanted to have that conversation. He was kikiing, smiling up in her face. That was the bridge. He was about to talk about them getting back together at that moment. So he already knew. Everybody in the scene knew, because they was looking crazy. Like, oh, she back? What's she doing here? So there was a bridge, but it was stupid.
What episode are you talking about?
I think that was the episode, like his episode where he was grieving. So when he grieved when he came back and talking to Dr. Spears, and Olivia got everybody together at his mom's house, and they had this whole like gathering showing him he got a village and he can work with everybody. He was going to have a conversation with Olivia that night. He was asking her to go and take a walk to have a conversation with her at that time. And then that's when Alicia popped back in the scene and said, "Oh, I'm sorry for leaving you. I should have never left." And he gave her that hug right then and there.
Right, but then...
And then that was it. Olivia just left.
Happened after that, or almost relapse happened after that.
No, Olivia relapse was before. Remember, Spencer grief was the last episode shown as far as the grieving process for each person that Billy loved. It was the mom, then it was Jordan, then it was Olivia, then it was Spencer. Yes, Spencer's was last.
I don't know if I believe that he wanted to get back together with her then. I didn't see it.
Well, why he kicking up in her face? Tell me something. Oh, well, I think I owe you a conversation. What because they gonna talk about?
They said that they were supposed to have a conversation. He didn't want to have it when she did do the relapse. You're right. The relapse was before.
I agree.
They were definitely supposed to have a conversation. And the day that Billy died, he was avoiding Olivia. So that's been a running thing regardless.
I do agree. He was avoiding, and then that's another thing. Why is you avoiding Olivia? Come on now, man up.
I understood why he was avoiding her then, because I feel like he wasn't going to tell her what she wanted to hear.
I don't know about that. Because how you get this way? How you get here?
Because the writers.
So you agree with me? The writing been trash.
That's the point for me. Like, I know a lot of people like, well, no, you just don't like Olivia. Honestly, truly, I could get on board.
The writing has been trash.
If they wrote her in the way of like, if you're gonna be a raging ass narcissist, stand 10 toes down in it. If you're gonna be the villain,
I don't even think that they're writing to the characters that they actually have developed. Because really, Spencer is a person of integrity, truth. He wants to be a hero, of course, but inside he has integrity. He not just doing and saying anything to get by. So if that is the case, even though it's hard, conversations need to be had, him authentically should be having these conversations with these women in his life that he want to be with, that he don't want to be with, because authentically that's him, the honest guy, the truthful guy, the person who deal with what's going on in the present. They're not writing to nobody. They're really not. Olivia, she was never, the original Olivia was not narcissistic.
Olivia was
actually,
not this
if you
girl.
really want to know truth, Olivia, the original Olivia, was actually she had an insecurity. She did not have high self-esteem about herself. She did not have high self-esteem. She was
the wallflower that needed to be saved.
Exactly.
The original Olivia.
She originally reminded me of like a Freddie from Different World. That's what she was giving. And that just needed time to bloom. But what they doing now is a nah. And quite frankly, the way they wrote season 4, I really didn't care for it, but it seemed like that right after the prom, it was trash after that. From prom on.
We started going downhill after Vegas.
That's true too.
Y'all didn't hear me though.
I like season 3.
On my head.
I like season 3. To me, season 3 was a good season. It wasn't their best. Season 2 was their best season, but season 3 was a very solid, good season.
This was Olivia Baker's show, and that
probably
is when we started to take a damn turn.
Probably, and I do agree, because even if the way that they wrote the Vegas thing, if he really had feelings for Olivia, he just told Olivia he loved him. Why would he then go have sex with?
Well, that made sense to me.
Of him, that goes against everything he stands for. This is going.
Okay, so that does go against, but everybody has moments of weakness. I think right now, what I'm struggling with is not necessarily that Spencer is completely going against, well, yeah, it is. He's going against the character they developed. But he's going against the character they developed because they've given him way too many of these moments. Like, he's a person who experienced, like, that happens, and then nothing else like that happens for another 5 years, if that. Or he learns from it. Like, the way that he's repeating certain things and not learning, it's not actually true to him. But, Kobe, I want to let you in on this and get you to say your thoughts, because you're sitting there.
Hey, so I was one of the few that actually liked this episode. This was probably I liked this episode, probably one of the few episodes in season 5 that I actually enjoyed. The other ones were Spencer's grief episode and then the wedding episode. Every other episode in season 5 was pretty good to okay, but I really liked it. So, huh?
Who got married in season 5?
Grayson Carter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, so I know we dragging Spencer and all that, but we gotta give Alicia some. I have to look at Alicia at the side act too, because look,
not you coming in here trying to hold Alicia.
Look, man, I gotta look. You saw
this fool. He
I
know
know
he.
Okay, go ahead and say it. I'm gonna hold it.
Okay, me too. I'm gonna hold it.
At the end of the day, he saw this man crying on his mom about Olivia. Okay, that's one. 2, you saw how he'd be looking at her when y'all went to Billy's roast, right? And then you put it on the table and you said either move forward with me or stay in the past. And even when they initially started, they were just like vibing and stuff. It wasn't anything serious. Even when he tried to do the romantic kick, she wasn't feeling it, right? And then for me, I think where the mistake was when, now I can say to Spencer, like, dude, the moment she told you her story about how she's been down this road before, that was the moment where he was like, you know what? I'm still hung up on my ex. I appreciate everything you're trying to do for me, but I just can't do that with you. That's where he should have cut it off. You know what I'm saying? But he decided to jump in because he got pissed because he saw Olivia with Noah, right? And then to me, Alicia should have never came back when Olivia told her to come back, because she herself out of her mouth said, it's you. It's always you. See, if you know the answer, why would you subject yourself to that? That's my whole thing.
Okay, now that's getting very victim blamey. That's getting very victim blamey.
I'm not
especially
victim blame. All right.
Sounds victim blamey because she actually spoke to her point. Like she said that she is going to take accountability for her part in it and her blindness. So for me, I can't hold somebody accountable more than they they have extended all that they need for themselves. And I think that it's a little bit unrealistic to say, well, girl, why did you put yourself in this position? Because we do it all the time. Like, I went through some stuff. I stayed with somebody. I just allowed certain things just because you care that much or you have fallen. I think Alicia's story or trajectory felt very true to how this thing can shake out, because at its core, Spencer is a solid guy. Like, while we're now starting to feel a little bit of shift and okay, he might not be the character that we thought he was, he is for the most part top tier. And that lends itself to okay, let me try. So yes, he's crying about this girl, but everybody cry about breakups and people want to move on. That's what happened. This is all a part of it. And then she starts to she decides to set up certain boundaries and okay, we're just gonna have fun. Okay, cool. Then they go on and she starts to pull back and he wants to be in it and he wants to do all of that is natural to me. I think her taking what Spencer said at face value of no, he's in it, because they had quite a few conversations of this is how I feel, this is how I see it, this is what I want to do. I don't think that she's wrong for being okay, you told me that this is what you said you wanted to do, so I'm going to ride through it with you because you seem like a guy that is worth that. At that point, you're just demonizing Black women for trying to get on board and ride and rally with a Black man who says that he's trying to do better. But then we also get demonized when we decide to cut it off immediately because we'll never give y'all a chance. It's what you want.
All right. I didn't mean to come across as if I was demonizing.
No, I'm not you specifically, Kofi. I'm just saying that's something that everybody's saying of oh, she brought it on herself and she really did go about it. I feel each step of the way, she went about it in a way that was considering the information that she had at that particular point and tried to make the best decision from that.
Okay. It was. And I think she was naive, but I think it's 95.5.
Okay,
she
look,
get about 5%.
What I'm struggling with is why would you come? I mean, if I just don't, maybe explain to me why she felt the need for her to come. Because if she's saying that, because she herself out of her mouth said, I know what it's like to see somebody who's in love. You know what I mean? So why would she come? Why would she come back the first time after Spencer was spiraling out of control and doing what he was doing, and then felt the need to come back? Because I felt even as an audience member, I knew this wasn't gonna work because I knew my boy was still feeling Olivia. So maybe enlighten me and maybe just give me a reason to see the other side. That's pretty much what I'm asking.
Well, I think you would come back, like she's saying, if it's a good dude, if it's a guy who got good quality, got good character aspects about himself, that is telling you that, hey, I am trying to move forward with you. And see, this is the problem that I had with Spencer. When she first said, hey, I'm trying to move to the next level, move on with me or not, he knew he was not ready. He should have said no.
That's
and that should have been the end of it.
Yeah,
it should have been no. And then I believe, now maybe I just looking at the series wrong, but I believe the initial conversation he was going to have with Olivia, I think he was going to say, well, let's see, let's try and work it out, let's try and do something. And I believe that because his mom told him he has he's not happy. He's like, I'm just telling you what it is. You're not as happy as you was. So he had to do a little deep breath and think about that. So I believe his first conversation with Olivia was going to be, we're going to try and see, let's maybe just be friends. Let's get back on the same page or something of that nature. Then this second conversation after Billy passed away, that definitely was getting back together. I don't care what nobody said. So when Alicia walked in the door, she's coming back thinking that they're together. She's not thinking about him not having that feeling. So it's incumbent upon him to say again at that time, look, I just had getting over Billy death. I'm not ready for a relationship right now, period. I think we should just call it quit for a minute. Something. Don't string this girl on according to this raggedy ass timeline 2 extra months. That's ridiculous. And again, she going based off of what he's saying. He's saying I'm trying to move on. And then I think he is trying to be a good guy. But like Layla said in season 3, and trying to be the hero, you causing the most damage.
Yeah.
And it's a regurgitated story, so that's pissing me off. And on top of that, you're not even seeing no growth. If it was the same story, but he made a different choice, he came in and made a different decision or something, then I could go say, oh, I can get with that.
Okay.
But he made the same choice 2 times within 1 year. Because according to the timeline, we're still in freshman year, which is some bullshit.
All right.
Okay. And then he did that senior year. So 1 year, he doing the same thing over and over again. We cannot.
All right.
He's too good of a guy. It's like you're not allowing him the growth that we want to see in him either. Like, he deserves to grow and to mature and to have his arc told as well.
Yeah, it's fair.
For me, I don't even know if I would change anything leading up to this episode. But in this episode, the fact that they go from perfectly fine to him dance with her and now everything has changed is wild to me. Like, if they wanted this to go how it wound up ending, I would have needed him to start that dance, realize that he was like feeling something, and run off the stage. Something. Pull Alicia
That would have been a little
aside
bit too
moment.
dramatic.
Like, the
for me,
moment
but
that you realize, the moment that you fully like, oh, wait a minute. The first thing I want to do is talk to her about it. Now, oh, you dipped out early. We don't see no text messages from him checking on her like, hey, why'd you leave while he's getting his clothes together? Like, nothing.
Again, same thing. That's exactly what he did to Layla. Whole drive from the cabin, sitting quiet, ain't saying nothing, when you clearly know you got a whole nother feeling for somebody else.
Okay.
And again,
I think that
growth too.
Realize, I don't necessarily know if he fully realized, but then also maybe he did, but he really did actually want to move on. So I'm not gonna fault him for that.
I think that he knows. I ain't giving him the benefit on that.
Serious question: Are we gonna let Spencer go? Because
no, he's a great guy. He's just trash boyfriend. People, guys do be good guys. We have good guys that's all around, but they be trash boyfriend.
You made a point earlier to say that he's a trash boyfriend. He wasn't like this with Layla.
Yes, he was. Twice. Because if we're gonna keep it a buck, if we're gonna keep it a buck, he was killing Olivia first. Remember the whole hot tub? No. He did it to Layla twice, not once but twice. The first in the season 1, he was in the hot tub with who? Butt booty naked.
They weren't together.
But it doesn't matter if they were together. He clearly had some type of feeling for her. He had something with her.
That's the one I can't get on board with, because he definitely had some attraction to Layla.
It was more than attraction. They butt booty ass naked in the hot tub, honey. That's more than attraction.
Yeah, but to me, Layla is the one that sabotaged that first relationship because of her depression.
Yes, she did. I agree with that. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah. So
there was an attraction there to me. First up with Layla, he saw Layla romantically before he saw Olivia romantically. I agree. And then there was an establishment of, okay, maybe there could be something there as well, because also Layla has a man. That man plays for my team. That man just asked me to crip walk. That man is the pillar within this whole group that I'm trying to get into. Okay, cool. When Spencer and Olivia made it into the hot tub, it was still up in the air for the both of them. Spencer had feelings for Layla but couldn't go there because she's with somebody, and he's exploring whatever this could be with Olivia. So I won't say that he did this to Layla twice, because had a really solid relationship, and it was outside factors that really informed how they both moved relationally to each other, romantically. Spencer was a damn good boyfriend aside from his jealousy, which is natural. Like, nobody's asking any of them to be perfect.
Right.
He was present. He made adjustments. He allowed her to correct him. Like, there was so many elements where he actually showed what they built up to be his character in reference to integrity and character and all of that kind of stuff that also mirrored within that relationship. And now, and once they got to the point where he was pursuing Olivia, that is when we saw all of that abandoned. And now the rest of it's falling by the wayside for him personally.
Well, I don't agree with that completely, because you remember Kia said they broke up. Why? Because he was disinterested in their relationship. He was disinterested in the
they
things
broke
that
up
he
not
liked.
because he was disinterested. He was disinterested in maybe activism because he was focused on football. Kia's biggest issue was his anger.
Yeah, that's why they broke up.
Too. She said the anger,
his romance with her. It didn't like that again. Those are like outside factors of like.
I just feel like I feel like he a good guy, but he a trash boyfriend. I mean, this Alicia showed it the second time with Olivia. I mean, I know for a fact that at least if y'all want to say he wasn't technically in a relationship with Layla when he was in a hot tub with Olivia, okay, I give you that. But
he wasn't, because Layla was in a relationship with Asher.
Yes, I agree. But even with that, even within that relationship, okay, so even in that relationship, you got the dynamic of the relationship between him, her, and Asher was trash too. If you want to just focus on, say, okay, well, when he started feeling Olivia, when he started feeling Layla, that situation and communication with his teammate was trash too. He didn't have a trash thing.
And I've said that on multiple breakdown videos, because Asher asked him to crip walk the first time that he's seen him. So I don't give a fuck what he had to say.
I agree. Asher was trash too. Asher definitely was trash too. But
because if somebody look at me and be like, "Oh, you cute for a dark skinned girl," I don't owe you nothing after that.
I agree, but I just feel like it's not about what you owe that person. It's about who you are as a character. So just because they say that ignorant stuff or do something ignorant, that don't supposed to bring you out of character. You still supposed to remain who you are.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you're out of character if you do not concede to racism or bigotry, and you don't maintain a certain, like, I think that's asking for a little bit too much perfectionism from people.
Look, Asher's my boy and all, but even he was wild.
Yeah, he definitely was wild.
But at the same time, I
I
had to look at Spencer with the side eye with that, man. Like, you knew old boy was with Layla and you was still plotting, but
he was definitely plotting.
So, but that was a different
Asher.
My boy finally got his own.
The point I'm making is, like, I can be a honest, transparent person, have tons of integrity. But there could be things,
of course,
that's going to make me like, okay, yeah, no. Everybody's not going to get the same version of Erica, especially if you don't deserve it.
That's definitely true.
Not deserve anything. And I stand on that. I have been saying that from the jump, and I still stand on it. That actor, back in the day, gets no respect. No other, I don't give a damn about no team. Even that, like, you were immediately intimidated by him. So not only did you say some racist stuff up front, but then you want to compete with your mouth and not with your damn legs on this football field, and you think I'm not supposed to shame you on and off? Best believe we finna run it up.
All right. Well, now that Asher's an alternative. This one's like a man who cares so
let it go,
deeply.
Because Kofi is very proud of the Asher that he has.
I am proud of him too. He has grown. They show growth with him too, but even this story is kind of like,
So besides the Spencer, Alicia, and Olivia of it all, did we like anything else about this episode?
No, I like most of the episode.
I mean, I think I just think the writing is horrible. But I mean, the acting was great. The people did what needed to be done. The dance was very cute. And I actually even kind of liked the story idea of them, how they got to the dance. I did like that. I like the idea of Olivia trying to explore and do different stuff. I always said she reminded me of. Yeah, I always said she reminded me of like a Freddie, like how Freddie was like busy into everything.
But their need to like keep this Olivia conversation going and the lack of pacing within the story
Yes.
is wild to me. So like Olivia could be loading, but the fact that we barely get 1 or 2 episodes in between them having these Olivia moments, so you literally curate these characters' lives based off of the contingencies of how they interacted with this other person. It don't make no sense. So we're on the journey of Olivia trying to figure out who she is and trying to explore and actually be a freshman. Spencer shouldn't have nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it until she at least figures out something. Like for me, they're rushing right back into the relationship, and they rushed it to begin with. Like I'm like, I literally conceded. I remember season 4, I'm like, all right, well, since we're gonna do it, then I'm gonna be here. And I remember vividly saying, I would love if they're gonna put Olivia together for them to play the background and just be happy. Don't take us through a whole bunch of bullshit. And what did they do? And everybody was on my neck. They're the main characters. Why in the hell would they play the background? Why would they keep it cool? Like
they could have did that. Like it just in the relationship, not having issue, but having things going on outside of the relationship. They relationship should have been like they safe haven.
Nothing but problems, which proves to me that they got together too soon. And when I said that, people were on my goddamn head. It's
even if they got together too soon.
Meanwhile, these people have yet to even figure out who the hell they are. So how in the hell are you going to commit at this moment in time when you don't even know who you are? So how are you going to know that you're going to like this person 5 years down the line?
I agree. But even if they got together too soon, it could have been a great story in them discovering that and saying, hey, maybe we need to take a step back. I feel like the little pregnancy scare kind of thing probably should have happened with them. We need to step back. I mean, just something. I just did not like this idea of this story of her doing this stupid article as the caveat to them breaking up or separating. And I'm not saying that maybe she should be pregnant, but I'm saying maybe a pregnancy scare, like maybe she a couple days late, and they talk about it and they say, okay, we doing too much or something.
I don't know if the article was the problem. I think how they handled her with the article was the problem, because it's fine. Like if you have made a choice and you are dead set on this thing is now my everything, then let her stand on that. Let her stand on the consequences that come from it. They tried to give her this thing that was all being and all knowing for her, but then also leave her with the entitlement to other people's time and other people's consideration, as if when people get into a zone of one-track mindedness, they don't lose people and realize that they losing people.
Right.
It just wasn't.
I thought the article was stupid because it was not.
It wasn't really the problem for me. It's literally how they just didn't hold her accountable to the choices that she was making.
I do agree with that as well, but I do also see like, okay, you doing it was no need to do this article, like for her.
But I mean, that also spoke to, if y'all want to tell the story, that spoke to me of like, all right, you didn't need to do this article, but you hell bent on doing it. So what does this say about your character? And then they just kind of left us there. They didn't actually fully develop of like what that actually means. Because if you want to tell us a narcissist story, then tell us the narcissist story.
I don't think they intended it. I don't think that was the intent.
Here's a way they could probably.
I don't think that they really give or intended to give a narcissistic point of view for her. I don't think that's what they thought they were getting in the thing. I really don't.
Well, here's what I think probably could fix it. Now, let's say, for the sake of argument, maybe I'm hoping Homecoming gets renewed. But if it doesn't get renewed, for season 6, I feel like a time jump is needed. Just and write it and like, because the characters are already acting like they have, they're like kind of adults right now. I mean, Asher and Jamie having a whole baby out here, and so maybe like fast time jump the story a little bit and write it, and then film if there's good writing involved, maybe I'm not saying the shows, maybe people will be more tuned in to watch it again. Because
I say start all over. I say start all over. Start from.
Look, we're already far in it.
I'm out of a time jump only because, and Naya and I had this conversation. I'm out of a time jump. I wanted them to do a time jump for season 5, but now that we're here, if they time jump and puts Bolivia together and we don't actually get to see them work out this thing, but then we're supposed to believe 5 years down the line that they're perfect for each other, and they never fully address the conflicts that they have within their relationship, I'm not going to believe it, and I'm out.
That's what I'm saying. If they did, that's what I'm saying. You do the time jump and you address those, issues or inconsistencies that need to be addressed. I'm sure it can be done.
You can't address the inconsistencies by skipping them.
Yeah, because you don't get to see it. And that was half of the issue too. A lot of times in season 5 and 4, they was telling us stuff without showing us. That is a big issue. I don't want to hear about Olivia not having time or changing her behaviors and things like that. I want to see the difference. I want to see that Spencer is too busy to give Olivia time or whatever. I don't want to hear about it.
I'm not
episode
saying
down the line to
maybe a year or two, maybe time jump to when they're seniors in college. I'm not saying a whole 5-year.
They would have to go back and tell us what the hell happened, Kofi, and I'm already halfway off the ship. So
well then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know then what to do then. I mean, I
don't know about a time jump, but
Olivia
20 episodes.
Accountable. What to do is Olivia don't choose Spencer, and she explains exactly why.
But that would make no sense because she already said she's gonna go with him.
Exactly.
She also wants to travel the world, and she realized that she missed out on all these opportunities to actually be a goddamn student. And now she's like, "Oh my God, this is
honestly
Narnia. I get to go frolic." So they actually broke themselves in.
Spencer ain't gonna go where. I feel like if she goes, like he's not gonna go nowhere. Like I don't even think he'd get into another relationship. That's just me. I don't think he would. He'd probably, he'd wait because clearly you can't get into other relationships because we're always going to come back to Olivia. So if she decides to travel the world and do that and explore things, I don't think he'd be tripping about that. I don't even think he'd even be heartbroken about that because he himself even said, go live the life that you want. He said that in the last episode. So based on what I've seen on my screen.
Right, but I'm saying, Kofi, you speak to making the decision to go off and you tell him not to wait for you.
But how does that hold her accountable though? That's what I'm missing. Like how does that make her accountable for anything?
Like her realizing the things that happen within their relationship. So she still have to go and address that. Like I feel like they don't actually get to move forward regardless unless they address how her behavior and actions impacted him during the time of their relationship.
Right.
And because of all of that, with all of that context, with the new exploring mind that she has and excitement for that, that is how you make the decision, the mature decision to not actually get back together.
All right. Wow, this was lively. I like this.
Girl, pray about it.
Yeah.
Because they messed up my whole show. I feel like we just started all over. Okay?
We're
I
too
say
far
go back.
Start it all over now.
You ain't never too far to make it right.
We're 5 years in, man. Like it's not 5 years in the real world, maybe 2 to 3 years in the show world. But like the train is like already gone far enough, so ain't no point in reeling back. Best thing you can do. This is the optimist in me speaking. Is that you write it to where you like. I'm not saying sitcom style, but like Eric is saying. They answered the things that need to be addressed, and then maybe just maybe people can get back to vibing with this show.
Well, one thing that I do miss about season 1 and season 2, you had a lot of content in those episodes, 16 episodes. I mean, for real. In season 1, he then went to a new school. His daddy then came back. They didn't got back their relationship. He didn't die. All these things happened. He didn't got shot. I mean, all this happened in like literally, 1 year. So I like that they had a lot of content. It was moving fast. Now they done slowed it down. It's kind of stupid. Again, how you have 20 episodes and they're technically in their second half of their freshman year. 20 episodes.
I'm not really worried about that. Like I
that's
think
crazy.
Is wild period, but I think that you can do a whole season in a school year. So
yeah, of course, but 20 episodes in a half of a year, like literally think about a 13-week the way they doing the timeline ain't timelining. It's a 13 weeks in a school year or in a half a semester. Technically, 13 weeks and a half a semester, they should have been 20 episodes, should have been happened 13 episodes ago. You understand what I'm saying? As far as like a normal timeline, like the way that you normally would have it. If you're in college, 13 weeks, that's what you get for a semester. So in 13 weeks, I feel like they should be in summer or at least finally out of the freshman year. It's no way to me that they're in freshman year still with 20 whole episodes gone. That's just crazy to me. I feel like it's too slow. It's too slow. It's not enough. The whole point of the show was supposed to be a drama, right? It was not supposed to be a sitcom. And I don't know what it is now. It's not a drama. It's not a sitcom. And I feel like it's not enough drama. And the storylines is not moving fast enough. Like they don't have to close things out, but they don't have a good pace. And like you said,
I think they don't have a good pace, but I also don't think that the answer is to speed it up. I think the storylines don't have any meat to them.
That's true too.
That's
because we getting all these regurgitated stuff again and again.
It's a lot of surface level story.
And a lot of regurgitation. Like y'all just biting off the old writers or something? Did the new writers go? Did the old writers go on strike? Who went on strike? Somebody left. Clearly.
But let's talk about Jamie and Asher for a second, because I know that this is your cup of tea. So,
my boy.
I have a bone to pick with them with this, and it's wild because I don't even give a damn about the storyline. It's so crazy, but like they were very shallow in this too. Like if we're going to have a conversation about Asher or about Jamie feeling a way about people second guessing her medical choices and how she moves and makes decisions for her body and her health, cool. You bring her sister in to give a little bit of flavor, a little bit of energy towards Asher, but not too much. And then you end up with Asher apologizing on behalf of himself and everybody else, and she can do whatever the hell she wants, as if it's unreasonable for the father of your child and overprotective Asher, who has finally found somebody to fix after he's been the fixie for everybody. He has finally found a way to be a fixer. You basically create this narrative to low-key demonize him for this characteristic that she already know that he damn has and is not seeming to empathize with, as if it's unrealistic for him to be worried about this. And then you also do it while not having a deep enough conversation, because sis, you want your sister to worry about her health over the baby, but we're not going to have a conversation about, did y'all talk about abortion?
Girl,
I think that was on the table, honestly.
It should have been. That's my point. This was a very shallow ass. They could have gone deeper, and they could have looped Asher in by saying, like, by that coming up with, like, my sister would prefer this to happen, and then they could actually go deeper with Jamie, and we could get a better understanding of her. This is just me. If I was in the room, I would say we get a better understanding of her, because did you always want to be a mother? Right. Is this your one chance? Do you feel like this is it? Like, what was the conversation between you and your sisters? And then now you can go to Asher, and then when we get to the end and he's like, oh, yeah, it's your body and your choice, now it means more, because it's not only just your body, your choice about lupus and his pregnancy, but if there was a conversation about the damn abortion that could have possibly happened, that could give him a reason to have tension with the damn sister, because guess what? I want the damn baby too. But you know what? It's your body, your choice on both levels. Like, that to me is what season 1 and 2 of All American gave.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
my more.
My question.
The same exact place, but y'all could have went deeper.
Where is Vanessa?
Oh, I don't.
No, that's another thing. You know, that honestly, it's wild
a joke,
that,
but I'm serious, because that's who we knew this whole time.
And
why are we fooling with
what's crazy about it is this man had both of the parents as coaches, like the mom in high school and then the dad in college, and it's like Vanessa went into like the depths of no return. You shall never come back. Like, I don't know how, but that's another story for another day. I didn't we don't need her back here. There's too much going on right now to try.
I'm just saying, this should have been
Vanessa back
Vanessa
in here.
instead of Jamie.
I
Vanessa, and I would like to
don't
see
like
that
Vanessa
better than
because
this other foolishness.
Vanessa was she was doing too much and she tries too much chaos. And I kind of like Jamie's dynamic with the other girls, at least in the show. So,
Maybe.
yeah. So, but that's just me. But
Maybe. Now, as far as the thing with the lupus and stuff, I do agree. It can't be your body, your choice when you making a life altering decision. And honestly, lupus is a very serious disease, and she could die.
and I
I
can
mean, if the
understand
storyline is the way
why
it goes,
Asher
she
was,
could die from this, from
and
not
I can
taking that
understand why
medication.
Asher was like, I don't think he was mad at her, but he was like low key disappointed. But you know, he's just, I think like Erica said, he's trying to be a fixer. Like he's being so soft and like not soft, but maybe like a little bit overprotective because one, well, you love this woman, and two, like he don't want to lose anybody else. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, honestly, that's what she's risking. And to me, for her not to have a conversation like, "Look, I am gonna stop my medication," is crazy.
Yeah, probably.
It doesn't align with a real human being, because she literally, if she got lupus, she's putting her life on the line. Mm-hmm. I could see a story where it would be very believable to me if she had this baby and she died. Now he walking around with the baby and a single father.
See,
and
I would hate that.
Even know, and you telling me you didn't know that the wife is not taking her medicine this whole time?
Don't bring that. Don't bring that here, please.
But no, I'm just saying, that's
football.
really real.
It's real. I don't want that for him. Okay.
And in all honesty, if they're gonna have the conversation, like I get her not wanting to say, but then also these are the people who are your pseudo caretakers if something was to go wrong. You just had a health scare, they just raised a bunch of money to pay all your damn hospital bills, and you don't think you owe it to them to know, like, okay, I'm going off of my medicine. These are the things that could potentially happen, so look out for them.
And another thing, didn't you just say you ain't want your sister motherboarding and hovering all over you every your concern? So you told her you off your meds, but didn't tell your man?
Yeah, and we ain't seen a sister this whole damn time, so we don't know where she come from. If it's giving $10 too.
Yeah. And honestly, I didn't know if you, and to me, the people were, when I read the synopsis for that, I didn't think it would be Jamie's sister. I felt it was going to be one of Asher's parents, bring them back. But so
that would have made more sense.
Yeah. Because let's just be
that would have made more sense for the daddy come back and be hollering, fussing about his boy having a baby. And quite frankly, they are grown, but they teenagers. So you having teenage pregnancy right now. Yeah. You ain't, 18, 19? This teenage pregnancy. And that actually could have been very dope.
And Asher's mom wasn't necessarily for him trying to get back into football because he was, trying to, find a way to play again. And we know she hasn't always been the best, most supportive parent for the most part. But so I low-key thought it was going to be Asher's parent. But for it to be Jamie's sister, I get it. So
they just filling spaces at this point because there's no reason for it to be Jamie's sister. Where's her parents at? Why would it be her sister and not her parents? I don't even know who these people are.
I feel like she ran away or something, or she doesn't, because she like she said, she doesn't like people. What was the word?
I mean, if you're going to introduce a character who is pregnant, you're going to introduce a character extension of that person's character. I mean, a sister, of course, she is a immediate family, but the mother and the father are the most immediate.
Yeah. Honestly, my favorite part of this whole episode was the dancing, not the Spencer and Olivia one. I didn't laugh. Low-key, this is probably the best part of it. I low-key laughed because of how I kind of saw it coming, but Spencer out here with these magic waifus, I was cutting up, especially when the dudes was dancing. That was probably my favorite part. I was like, y'all not. Y'all not.
The dudes were great.
Yeah. I love the boys dancing. That's what I like. I like the guys.
That was
entertaining for sure.
Yeah.
I did. I like the guys dancing. And they playing in Alicia's face. That girl.
The way they
I
shot
would
that
jump.
full
It could
scene
never
was
have been
sick.
me, honey. Because I
The
would jump
cin-
on that stage, baby
the
girl.
the
Get up off my
cinematography,
damn man right now. You don't be doing all that TikToking and twerking all on my man.
the ci-
Not on my watch.
yo,
Not in
Not
front of my face.
the cinematography of that whole dance sequence, I can't lie, it was
Oh,
shot
I
beautifully.
would have gave her a
But
fashion show, okay?
it was it it's almost as if like they was
Mm-mm.
the audience, they knew what they were doing. Like the audience was like, see, we just gonna give the audience what they'd be asking for, you know? But yeah. But I
It
gave
could
so
never been
overall,
me.
yeah. But overall that's it. I really don't have anything else to say aside from Sky, you know, I think she just should have just came clean instead of trying to skirt around the issue. But and then Coop finding out via video.
she
And
skirt,
it's
dance, crip walk. She did everything around the issue. She was so loud this
I'm
episode.
so
She just kept making noise. I'm like,
confused.
girl, if you're trying to hide something, be quiet and go away.
yeah.
And I'm so confused because it's like, okay, you did this. I want to know why Patience ain't said nothing.
She don't want to
I
be
think
in
in that
Mentee.
breakdown video, I feel like Patience. I feel like she was a stronger character before, which maybe everybody's going through metamorphosis in reference to their character. But the Patience that we're getting right now is much meeker, much more insecure, less confrontational. So it made sense to me that she's not the one to say anything, especially because she has all her other stuff going on with Coop. And she had to go through the whole, like, I want to be with Coop and then Coop don't want to be with, like, it made sense to me that she didn't actually wind up saying something, even though I would have wanted her to.
But she just walked off from old girl. Why not have a conversation with old girl where it's like, you know, girl, you got to get it together. You need to tell
Because
Coop
she's
what you
avoided.
did.
Patience is in her avoidant era. She's avoided. Like, it took her forever to speak up about this new image with Layla. Layla has been conceding to the nth degree, and she couldn't even come forward about that. Like, Patience is not a person of like real conflict. The most that we have seen her is get nice, nasty, and like snap in moments where it was overly too much. But like, she's not the girl anymore that just like addresses the thing.
Yeah. And which is crazy to me because she came out but guns blazing, especially when, you know, Coop was trying to hide her or kind of, you know, keep it on the down low from her mother and stuff. She like low key stopped kicking it with Coop because she couldn't come to the house. So she like, no, you ain't about to have me. So not all of a sudden you meek and humble. I don't like it.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. And it's kind of wild to me that last season, Coop and Patience hooked up while Coop was trying to entertain Sky, and then Coop broke it off with Patience, and then we fast forward almost roughly a year later, and now Sky kissing Patience, and then Coop finding out and feeling type of way about it, and I'm assuming Coop and Sky are done, so it's crazy, man.
They definitely should be, but I don't know. I just didn't understand the point of the kiss. Like, you know, usually they have like a build up, like what does this mean? What is it giving? Like, oh girl is not even, she's saying she loved Coop, but I get you made a mistake, but it's not even like registering to why you made this mistake. Are you attracted to Patience? Did you just, you know, get frustrated? What is the issue here? You said you
low
love
key.
Coop, but you just kissing on Patience. Why?
Low key, maybe she was feeling Patience this whole time. You know what I'm saying? I've discussed this with Erica last week, like, because it comes across like if Coop's not giving you the attention that you need, right? And Patience is taking the time to hear you out. Maybe you was feeling her, you were intrigued by her, you just didn't want to admit it. But I don't know, with this show, anything goes, I guess.
Well,
I'm
that
gonna
was
still
kind of
watch
crazy to
though.
me
Sky gives
too.
me attention seeker.
That's
Sky gives me. I honestly don't know if it's really that deep with her. Like she gives me, she gonna go with whatever feels right in the moment, and she's not fully attached to much.
and that's kind of crazy too. Yes, I could see that because it was weird to me. I don't think she attention seeker because it was weird to me that you having this big old event, you having these things, and you don't even tell Coop. Coop had to find out through somebody else, and then kind of talk to you about it. And you're like, okay, come on, show up, and then mad that she couldn't show up for school. So
Well,
it was like, okay, it's like you want her to be
attention
attention
might not be
seeking,
the
but
right
don't.
word. I mean,
I don't know.
I think that she seeks a certain type of attention. So whoever is giving her the fuzzies, the feels, that's who she gravitates towards. It's less about commitment or loyalty, and it's more about, well, this feels great right now. So like she seeks that type of like energy. Like maybe she's an energy seeker versus
Kind of like Maya from Girlfriends. You know how she was kind of all over the place.
I don't think that about
Was that
Maya.
Maya? Was it her? Which one?
Lynn.
Lynn. Yeah, Lynn. Yeah, Lynn. That was
Yes.
Lynn.
I'm about to
Kind
say
of like
Maya.
all over the place. No, that wasn't Maya. No, that wasn't Maya. But yeah, like Lynn, how she was all over the place. Kind of like,
All
well,
right, I'm
whoever
gonna pause
like
for a
her, she
second with
like them.
y'all, and I'm gonna go to this. We're gonna go and look at the dance scene because the way that they visually structured this really pissed me off. Like, really pissed me off. So feel free to come back or you guys can hang here and just mute yourselves if you want, or come back after, but we're about to switch over and go through this damn dance scene so that y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. And you know that I'm not crazy or being overly dramatic.
So should I watch this on YouTube and then come back?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I gotta be careful because I am not trying to get hit with no copyright strikes. If you're on IG, I'm also streaming right now on YouTube, and I'm showing the dance sequence with Spencer and Olivia to specifically point out what What about now? I definitely should have worked this out beforehand. Jesus, what is going on? What about now? Okay, here we go. There, it's fixed. Sorry, y'all. I definitely should have worked this out beforehand. Okay, y'all can hear me now. Thank God. Okay. Wait, do I have a main camera that I can also patch in here? Oh, let me switch it actually to be this one. Okay. I'm gonna move myself to the top of the screen here. Okay, y'all. All right, so we're in the second half of this dance sequence because they have the boys do their thug thizzle. They give everything that was supposed to be gave, and we love that for them. And then this is the combination moment. This is the pinnacle, right? And again, I don't want to get copywritten, so I'm going to be jumping around a little bit, but it's interesting to me how Spencer and Olivia start off across from each other. And if you're new, if you're just popping in, this is me making the case that they choreographed this dance for these two characters to be more than just a dance at a fashion show that might get some people hot and bothered. It actually visually mirrors the trajectory of their relationship, and the fact that they have been able to put this much thought, intention, and energy into this damn dance, but they haven't been able to do it for various conversations that need to happen, accountability that needs to be held, apologies that need to be delivered, pisses me off. Okay, so we at the start of this Bolivia relationship where they started where? Apart. And then we get to see, oh, I can play a little bit. I can do like slow-mo. Damn it. Okay, how do I make it like super slow? Shit. I'm going too fast. My damn hands. Okay. Then we get to see them walk into each other. They are going to copyright my ass, I swear. Let me see if I can use just like... Okay. And the song they chose, Nia Love, go ahead and call it out. Call the thing a thing. The song they chose, bro. I will wait for you. Y'all not slick. Y'all are literally not slick. But we get to see them walk towards each other. I gotta be able to skip a little bit faster. Or maybe I should do it like sped up, like 2 times the speed. This is giving a hot tub moment. Symbolism, visually. Playing for keeps. They use a damn dance to tell the history and trajectory of the relationship. Stop it. They did. Tell me I'm wrong. Y'all, tell me I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. We go on. Look at how they're dancing for this first part of the segment. It's seemingly like in sync. They get each other. It's perfect harmony. For the most part, it's like her not, it's not until this moment that she's actually like laying eyes on him. So like when we think about how they actually came together, she was shucking and jiving and playing coy and acting like she really didn't, not acting like she really didn't care, but the whole thing, like even the whole Layla and Spencer getting together and she could have stopped it from the jump. This is what this is giving me, honestly. Where's the part where she forever her friend. What? I don't know what that means. Y'all tell me when I'm wrong. Drop in the chat when you think that I'm wrong, or when you think that I'm doing a little too much. Let me make myself bigger so I can try to make sure that they don't copyright my ass. I'm out here trying to do the Lord's work, y'all. I'm gonna make myself a little bit bigger so they don't try to say that I'm stealing. Okay, we go on. And then they separate. Why? He in a relationship. He loving on Lele. Tell me y'all saw it. Like, before I even go on, did anybody else feel like it was just something not quite right when it came to this damn dance? Please tell me. Did anybody look at it and be like, wait a minute? If you're on IG, come over to YouTube. We're breaking down the Spolivia dance, and I'm showing the visual symmetry to their relationship, because I believe that the dance is a visual storytelling effort for them to show not only where Spolivia started, but where they came from or where they're going. Hey, Lou. The dance before the separation, Dominic says, was a reference to season 3, episode 18. Tony, you saw it? Not playing for keeps. I would rather Alicia participate in the dance. The way that Alicia has had to be at all of these damn functions and just sit outside like a little outsider, even though she was in a relationship with the main person, is wild. Okay, we're going on. We're going to be friends. We're going to support one another. We still missed each other. This is the fucking summer. This is the going to go get that damn orange juice out the fridge. This is the dropping of the orange juice. This is the watching of the movies. All of the stuff that they actually never gave us, because this is also a great, like, that is a hill that I will forever die on. Let me make myself smaller because, child, now I'm blocking shit. A hill I will forever die on is they spent a summer having Spolivia fall in love with each other and didn't show us it and just wound up telling us, well, guess what, y'all? This is what happened. Where the hell they do that at? And y'all, I'm going a little slow because, again, I'm trying not to get copyrighted. So we got to break it up. I got to infuse some things. I don't want no smoke to CW. This is fair use. This is for commentary and criticism purposes. There's a whole miss of each other, but they still got their eyes on each other. Then they go off to dance with different partners. Spencer gets back in a relationship with Layla. Olivia sees Asher frolicking in Mexico with Vanessa. But she don't care, though, because she going to keep her eyes on the prize and her man. Then they got to actually give us a fashion show moment. Because I was waiting for it, y'all. We done had all these dances. I was like, so what point are we going to get to see the fashions? So this part is just about that. Like, the fashions is happening. Hey, Money Green Tay. Oh, hey, Monte. Oh, okay. Got you. That's your name. Alicia been looking dumb for so long. I cannot. Y'all are wild. Let me see if I can skip past. We dancing with other people. Life is happening. Things are going on. But then somehow, some way, after dismissing our current partners, we make it back to one another. And it has to happen. We are a gravitational force, and we just jive and we just fit. It's just the perfect match. Look at all the synergy. Look at all the chemistry. It's erotic. It's romantic. It must happen. Hey, Alicia girl. Let's go back. Let's go back real quick, y'all. Because, hey, Alicia. What you say? What you say, Liv? Bye, Alicia. Y'all, I know y'all see it now. Now that I'm definitely pointing out, I know you see it. But like, they choreographed this dance to troll me. I'm saying it. They choreographed this dance to troll me. Alexandra says Spencer and Olivia's chemistry not hitting in this dance. It's supposed to, though. Like, when you look at the moves that they're making and how, like, for me, I don't know if I will say that the chemistry is not actually hitting. What I will say is that a lot of it felt very calculated and very intentional. And I was really looking at what they had them doing. So, like, how it's supposed to gel. I feel like Samantha did a really great job. Like, they both did a really great job performing, but you could tell that she was focused on performing. Hey, RK Collections. Welcome in, boo. This is happening in front of Alicia's face. In front of Alicia's face. And this is the point where I'm just like, it's fine. Like, I literally, Spencer, I love you so damn much. And it's fine, bro, if you realize that you're being pulled back into the Olivia Baker orbit. But at this point, you need to run your ass off stage because you understand that Alicia is in the audience. And you're not trying to be that same guy that dragged Layla through the mud the second time. But they want him to be that guy, I guess. Yes, Tony said the chemistry was on 10, but it was calculated. It was very calculated. It was very like, boom, then I move here, and then boom, boom, cat, boom. Like, it was very much so that. But again, I'm paying attention specifically to the moves that they have them doing. And certain points, like, they did a really great job of balancing out, like, very aggressive, hard moves to a little bit more smooth. Like, they have areas where they smoothed it out, and that, to me, just really mirrored the ups and downs in relationships and missing each other. Like, if you want to get down to, like, the granular level, like, we can go down to the beats of like Spencer snitching on Olivia about drinking again. And like, that would be one of the harsh, like, for them to have her like punching at different points is like, to me, that speaks to something. So Spencer forgot she was in the audience. Spencer's body was bodying. Not Your Average Gamer said this is cringy. Wait, what is cringy? The dance is cringy or me breaking it down like this is cringy? Which one? Which one? Spencer avoiding hard conversations for what? Okay, so let's keep it going. Hey James. I'm on YouTube breaking down the dance scene between Spencer and Olivia right now. So if you want to see that, we're going frame by frame and try not to get copywritten, child. If you're watching this on replay and the dance scene is not in here, that means that YouTube came back and hit my ass with a flag, so I had to remove it. But I tried. The dance is cringy. Okay, because, you know, they just gonna call me a damn hater. When I was watching it, I just felt so sick to my damn stomach. But it's not because they performed bad. Daniel and Samantha both look amazing. It was literally because I felt like I was being forced this narrative. And that's like, I'm a much more literate, media literate consumer than this. Like, I deserve better than this. You loving this, E? This is the point that really got me. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm so glad that I landed here. Because this to me mirrored like how Olivia just swears she got Spencer's back. How she always gonna be there for him. She wanna call everybody else to the damn carpet when she feels like people ain't showing up for him. Meanwhile, when it comes down to her addressing her own behaviors and how it affects this man, that accountability is null and void. And this part specifically, you got him. You got him and the whole Layla debacle, all of that. Okay, cool. Now y'all together. You got his back. Y'all is friends. Then there's a switch, almost a shift in power dynamic. And now she comes to the front. And it's all about her. Y'all, they did this on purpose. They did this on purpose. And it's right there, blatantly in our faces. Now it's her show. Look at him. Look at even how he looked. This is how he looked all of damn season freaking 4. Y'all. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Please. Please tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me no, E, that ain't it. Please tell me, E, I don't see it. Tell me y'all don't see it. Let me look at the chat real quick. I'm going to come back. I want to give it a little time to make sure I don't get copyrighted. Tell me you don't see it. Some of the moves had to be improv because ain't no way that part of the choreography. It's too spot on for me. It's too spot on for me to believe that any of it was improv. And he chased her at the... We're going to get to the end. We're going to get to the end because the end is what almost broke my TV because I was going to throw my damn phone at it. Not him putting her in the front of Alicia's face. Y'all. Like, I really feel like they looked at me and said, Erica, you dumb as shit. And we're going to do what we want. Okay, let's finish it out. Let's finish it out because I'm being extra dramatic. Oh, I should be recording that, huh? Let me start that. Hopefully it doesn't give me no issues. Okay. So let me go. Oh, what the hell? Oh, Lord. All right, we put her in the front. Now she is the star of the damn show. Everything is all about her. Spencer's eyes cannot take his eye. He can't take his eyes, his gaze off of her. His whole demeanor, his whole presence, his whole being is now completely tied to and affected by whatever the hell she does moving forward. And the chase. You pointed it out, the chase. Friendless Heart said, I told y'all Olivia did something to that man in the voodoo shop in Vegas. You did. You did. Justine says, I do like that Olivia had to feel some heat on campus because of her article because she didn't think about anybody else truly when she wrote it, period. Kobe says, yup, Stevie Wonder and the late Ray Charles could see how it's playing out. The dance spoke volumes, even the song choice by Tim's. Period. Period. Like, what are we doing? Y'all can choreograph a dance, but y'all can't have them have a conversation? What are we talking about? And this is her playing with this man. Playing with him. They get back together. Cool. Or they're about to get back together. Not get back together. They smash. And he think that it's going to be, all right, cool. Oh, no. That was just closure. But I'm going to still hold on to your ass. Because as you mentioned, what? I'm going to hold on after the curtain calls. Y'all, I have had it. Truthfully. I have had it. The dance is what did it for me. Let me switch this back. And it's like, all right, I get it. All American creatives, writers, all that jazz. The writing is on the wall. Y'all gonna do whatever the hell y'all want to do, even if it don't make no damn sense. Cool. It's not cool, but okay, cool. Maybe I can do that a little bit better and chop it up. I'm a little bit on the spot in reference to like not wanting to get copywritten, so I might can make that a little bit tighter and put that into something. and release it for y'all to catch. But yeah, y'all, that dance, to me, from the first time I watched it, I was like, yo, they're literally telling us where they're going in this damn dance. And it pissed me off. Alicia's face was wild. She looked so gagged. Olivia loves the chase. To be chased, for sure. They are wild for that. They had Alicia dang near crying. She was shook in that damn seat. Absolutely shook. And we didn't even get into like after. Once the like we didn't even get to like the staring at each other there and like Spencer. And then I think that's when it really hit him. After the dance is when I really, really, really think it hit him. But that to me is like, if they wanted to maintain the integrity of his character and like show that he had actually learned something with Layla, even after he played in this girl's face, putting Olivia in front of him and like the whole dance playing out how it's playing is giving all types of y'all belong together, he would have ran to Alicia. The damage had already been done, but at least he could have been like very proactive in trying to mitigate it, if that makes sense. And like you could see that he actually give a damn about her not being hurt. Them leaving him with the whole like, don't let me off the hook. Like that's basically all the hell that he said in that whole scene with her doing the whole, I'm breaking up with you, I'm walking out, this was partly my fault, so it is what it is. Like she was able to say everything and she was 100% right, but he wasn't able to like own or hold any of the guilt or shame that should come with that. Someone on the writing staff is in love with Samantha. It's clear favoritism in the writing. And not even in a way of like you want Samantha to have such juicy ass bones or meat to eat off of the bones. Because it's like Olivia's character development is stunted as... It really was Olivia that made the girlfriend want to leave. Again. Now for like multiple times, because she done did this more than once. They owe her a scene where she read him for filth. I'm upset she didn't get that. I mean, she kind of read him. RK Collection says, you know why? Because he wanted her to see that easy way out. And see, if I believe that, then I would have to now really believe that Spencer is not the character I thought he was. Because the Spencer I think he is would never do anything like that. I was Alicia, just sitting there watching like they playing in my damn face, period. She was definitely crying on the way to the car. Y'all are hilarious. Okay, so now that we done broke that down, if you want to come in and like chime in on camera, you can request me over on IG and we could talk a little bit more about the dance scene. And honestly, that was literally the scene specifically for me that ruined this episode. It was so specific, strategic, and in your face. Like it was so on the nose. Oh, it was so on the nose. We get it. Y'all want them to be together. You get it. You don't care if Spencer suffers and longingly looks for this girl. We get it. She is the bee's knees and all of anything that anybody could ever want. And y'all should be damn lucky to even grace her presence. We get it. We get it. We get it. We get it. You wanted Olivia to get red too? I mean, at this point, she can't really get read by too many people because she don't really respect nobody. Like, and Naya and I we were having this conversation yesterday, maybe. I don't remember when we was having it, but we were having this conversation of like, the stuff don't stick. The truth don't stick when it comes from people that Olivia don't respect. So if Spencer is not going to read her, or if Layla is not going to read her, then it's not worthwhile her getting read. At that point, it would just be for us. And I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that either, because y'all giving Twitter all types of Spolivia content. Y'all could give me a read or two. Alexandria says they don't care if they are ruining Spencer's character all for Olivia. They can't. They can't possibly care. Can't possibly. Oh yeah, I know Twitter was living. All the little delusional queens over there was living. Spencer got let off way too easy for you. Kimberly says this Bolivia stance on Twitter saying they won, but then writers be playing games for the next episode. They might not like it. They really might not like it. I ain't even gonna hold you. I feel like they have leaned heavily into Spolivia as like the crutch of like contention, and like playing with that relationship is literally the foundation for the show. However, I'm not fully convinced that they actually want them together. So I could see, like literally like I mentioned earlier in this live, I could see them having her choose to not get back in a relationship once Spencer come running his goofy ass back to her. And he need to eat every bit of that hurt. I want him to feel every ounce of it. Every last one. And what the Bolivia stands gonna say if it's her decision? Ray Day Studio says no single person should stress you out this much at a young age. Spencer and Liv could really resolve everything by FaceTiming and talking. Do the AA girlies not FaceTime? They can't possibly. Just Danielle says AA is caving in with Bolivia like Tyler did with Zatima. It's clearly fan service. But you also see what he did over there with Zatima. He said, all right, I'm going to give you Zatima, but I'm going to take y'all to hell and back. Fatima is now, at this point, we didn't get to see everything that happened for Karen, right? So I'm starting to believe that Fatima is getting it worse than Karen did. Only thing that we're waiting to have happen is for Zach to cheat on Fatima. And I don't think he did it with Connie. But if he did, then boom, that would be checked off. Well, actually, the only thing left for him to do is to cheat on her and then give her an STD. But everything else, it's like, sir... That's my point, just Danielle. It's like, I think that they're playing they're playing with Bolivia like it's a yo-yo, and they're using it the same way that Tyler is using Zatima. And they might, and the audience is not necessarily always going to like what they get from it. Bree says, I don't see Bolivia getting back together this season because Liv is going abroad. Cue the Tyler music, Ty. What if Spencer goes abroad with her and give up his NFL dreams? Okay, I'm done watching the show then. Because I don't care how romantic it sounds, how beautiful in theory it is, y'all. You give up your life, your hopes, your dreams, your wants, and your desires for a person. It is not actually romantic. It is not actually beautiful. It is not actually great. It is walking into hell on earth. And 99.9999999% of the time, it never works out. We need that Paul and Fatima video. Oh, I have it. I told y'all about that. I have it. It's going to go up tomorrow. Well, I'm going to try to get it up tonight, but we'll see, y'all. I'm tired. She definitely going to turn him away, even though she's the one who went on the campaign to get him back, because that's what she does. But she also leans in heavily to how she feels, because she was feeling Noah for a minute, and then all of a sudden she wanted Spencer back because nobody makes him feel the way that he does. But at the top of that episode, she was saying that nobody had done it like that since Spencer, and that must mean that Noah is special. But now that she done found some friends and a little club to kiki with, and the idea of going abroad, so now she ain't worrying about the feelings that Spencer bring. Like, my girl. My girl. And all of this, like, let me be clear. All of this is actually fine if she will own up to the consequences for it. Or not even the consequences, if she would just take a moment and register how all of that affects Spencer. My biggest issue is not necessarily the decisions that she's making. It's literally the reckless abandon that she has for everybody else's feelings as a result of her decisions. At its core. Like, that is the plain Jane, clearest way that I can explain what I'm thinking and feeling when it comes to her. Spencer not going abroad because he's going to practice for football. Period. Spencer goes abroad. I'm not watching the show no more. At this point, Olivia Baker needs to stay dating herself and give Spencer's heart a rest. Period. Spencer never got over his codependency on Olivia. When did he develop it? That's my biggest thing. When the hell did he develop it? She need to worry about them classes she don't go to. Like, when was the last time she wrote an article? When was the last time she wrote an article? But she was so damn hell bent on this career of hers. Exactly. So she quit the LA Times. No, she just dialed it back a little bit because she get to do what she want when she want. Even though she's an intern. At, like, it's just so convenient for her. She needs some therapy. For sure. Spencer should not be the only one in therapy, but, you know, we digress. Let me make sure. Okay, we got Tony and Kofi back. Make sure. Okay, we got Tony and Kofi back.
What's up?
Hey guys. So, my opinion of the video of the dance scene, I really feel I honestly was kind of cringy at it, but it was more so, it was because Alicia was right there. I mean, the disrespect.
Why you chucking it up like that?
I'm sorry. It's just
I could not have
the audacity
it.
that saddened me.
Right. The disrespect. I could not have taken it. I would have been on that stage, hunty. We would have all been dancing.
Oh boy.
And having a fashion show.
And I don't know.
It all.
And I don't
There's
know
no doubt about it.
It lacks self-awareness or like, damn, I'm really good.
And I feel like he playing in her face too. He been new. Like, you giving him a lot of grace. I get it. That's your guy. I feel like Spencer is a good guy.
But this was wild, bro. I can't even front. This was wild, boy. Like, he was, ooh, it's a lot. So.
Right. And your slowdown would made it even worse, girl.
Especially the one part where.
It's like they was doing all that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that little booty bump she gave him. Rolling it around on the back.
The Homecoming backdoor pilot when they danced for the first time. Remember, same position. So yeah, that hurt. I shouldn't be laughing, but in all seriousness, I looked at Alicia and was like, oh damn, baby girl, I feel so bad for you. Like, I'm looking. You have to see that. And like, damn, I wouldn't have blamed her if she went Angela Bassett, Waiting to Exhale, or Lynn Whitfield from A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, because that was too much. Bro.
Right.
It was wild.
Right. Yes, we have to have some immaturity in this scene because it is not. We cannot tolerate the disrespect. And just let it be and walk out and go to his house and start packing. No, that's not how we about to end this. Yeah. Not on my watch.
We gonna have to key the car or something.
Not on my watch. Something, girl. I would have stood up in the middle of it. Like, he would have saw me stand. Something.
Maybe when she leaves, he would try to say something, and I don't know if she would slap him, but maybe like a slap or something. Like, I don't know. I don't want that for him. I mean, he would deserve it. That'd be hard for me to watch, but I would say, bro, you just gonna have to take it.
Both of them need to be slapped. I'm slapping you because you did the dance, and I'm slapping this other heifer because she the one brought me back. Yeah, both of you gonna. Both of you getting slapped up. Somebody
Yeah.
getting a slap up
But
in
we
here.
know.
I'm not gonna walk to your. I'm not about to go back to your house and pack after you and did all this
But
disrespectful
honestly, that
dancing.
scene probably got the most buzz last night. I
It did.
literally, sometimes I
Foolishness.
live tweet while I'm watching, but I was literally on Twitter and I saw the whole thing and notification after notification after notification. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. It was like,
Right.
oh, this is gonna be a moment, and like, it's already been it's Tuesday evening, almost Wednesday, and people are still talking about it. I'm not gonna be surprised if the
They
ratings
are
for this
talking.
week, if especially for the CW shows, if All American ain't at near the top of the top 10, like you know how they release their ratings for the week. So yeah, man. I mean, the people loved it. I mean, but you know, it was kind of
Fans
the
loved it.
fans loved
They're
it.
also.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna see like a super huge jump. And it's funny because me and I were talking about this earlier.
Okay.
Because there's so many people who have already checked out of the show.
This is true.
So like who
But
on
Right.
Twitter is who you've
I don't
been
think
seeing on Twitter.
it'll
Like
be a jump.
the Bolivia stands are the loudest, but I actually don't believe that they were the biggest of the audience. At this point, I feel like the way that the writing has come out, they have alienated their real core audience to focus specifically on this subset. So while they're loud and they're giving them whatever they think that they want specifically on Twitter, there's a whole group of people who were watching it and never tweeting, never saying anything. Everybody from age 18 up to damn 65, because I have literally had them reach out to me directly to talk about things in DM that have walked away from the show and have not looked back.
mm, yeah.
Yeah.
And we only got two.
Yeah.
And we got 2
I
episodes
agree.
left in season 5. So I mean, the episode synopsis for 20 was so vague. Like I don't even know what's gonna happen because we still got a lot of unresolved stuff. Is Miko finna go off the deep end and try and do something because she hacked Patient's phone? What's gonna happen with Asher and Jamie? I mean, well, she's not gonna, give birth like right now, like, so,
Who knows?
and like, what's gonna happen with Spencer and Olivia, of course, and then I think that's it. I don't know if there's anything else like to like next week's episode. It's gonna be the boys going to go see JJ, and then Layla confronting Miko, and then Olivia deciding whether she's going abroad or not. That's it. Oh, and then maybe Coop and Patience. So it's like I don't know what else. And I feel like they're gonna slowly phase the adults out, especially when they get into season 6. Like they'll probably still be there, but Grace was only there for like one scene, and we didn't even see Laura. So that should tell you everything you need to know, like how the show's gonna go in the future. You know what I mean? But even my dog Preach, like I haven't seen Preach since he held Jabari back from wilding out when Billy died. That's how long it's been. So
Yeah.
It's just.
But they really kind of closed up his little thing. Like, I mean, there's no really real reason to see Preach because there's no real story. Because he kind of like he got his baby, they living together. What is it? What else is it to talk about for real?
True.
So I mean, but I get it. They are. I do feel like they are more phasing out the adults, but in doing so, I like the scenes with the adults, like especially when they get together as a group. I love that. I do love them getting together as
thirsty self.
Yes. And I wish they would tone that down just a little bit, like a little bit. I mean, I know thirsty girls, but just a little. I mean, come on, just come on down a little bit. But yeah, so I mean, the dance wasn't horrible. I just didn't like the setup of it. I don't like the fact that he doing all this in front of Alicia. I was never a Alicia fan, but I'm for all tolerate and respect. Like it's a way to go about doing things, and like at least they could have had her go, she with her mom this weekend or something. Make it make sense. Like, I'm busy, I'm working at the shop, I can't come. Something. why she got to be there and present. And then that gives him an opportunity to save face and have a real conversation. Because now she don't see this foolishness. Again, they playing in her face.
Are we Kia's low key a op because she knew what she was doing.
Well, the writers made her one, Kofi. That ain't even her fault.
I know, but she did it before. Like, I mean, in season 2 with the cotillion, but like she knew what she was doing when old girl was like, "Oh, I can just do." Well, the girl was like, "We need somebody to do Keenan Sparks." Like, I know something, and that because Spencer was done. He'd already done his dance with the bros. They did what they did. He was probably gonna go out and then it's like, yeah, you had to drag me up. Oh, there's this light skinned babe right here. Don't you go? I'm sorry. I'm just being silly. Forgive me.
I'm mad. Hopefully they don't take it down from this damn live because this little duo dance scene is going.
I don't think they will. You did a good job. I think you did a good job. I've seen people show
it
way
will never
more.
be watched again. As far as I'm damn concerned, I'm not watching this again. There's a whole list of
now, I do
stuff
feel
that
like
I just will not venture down because All American has played with me a little bit too damn much.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I think you did pretty good though, honestly. Cutting and pasting and stuff like that. I will say that I do feel that whole scene from the dance and everything, it didn't really ring true and make sense to me because Spencer is not a dancer. You know what I'm saying? At least when he did the cotillion thing, he practiced. You seen him go to practice. You seen him figure out or work out the steps. They did all this intricate detailing in a day. It just didn't. I don't like stuff like that. Again, I want to see the story. Like, I want to see you kind of mess up and maybe she kind of help you out. Like, they could have did the dance. If they had to do the dance, they could have did it in so many different ways where, you know, at least Olivia is like, that is her, like she is a dancer. They have always talked about her dancing and things like that. They could have shown that and showing her helping him or something. But it just didn't make no sense that he doing all this intricate movements and know all these 8 counts in 12 hours. Is that? I didn't like it. They playing in my face now.
What you want to share?
Okay, so that's a disclaimer, right? If I go off the deep end too much, just let me know so I can calm down. But that dance was completely, I didn't watch the dance, so I now see the dance when you were showing the breakdown. And that was some of the most disrespectful visuals I've seen. And the fact that they did that in front of Alicia. It was so funny, even I think her name is Miss Tony? Or something. Right. She said it when she said, Alicia could have been with her mom. Like all of a sudden, Alicia has to show up for the dance, but she can't show up when Billy died. That don't make no sense. I mean, that doesn't make no sense to me. Not at all. And you say long day. I would have told Spencer to exit stage left or have some other dancer wear a Spencer bag with it, a bag with Spencer face on it. Anything could have worked. But like, why? Why? And I saw the reference to the homecoming because I remember there's a part in the dance where they dance and there was a reference from the homecoming episode where Keisha was trying to make Olivia jealous. So the way how they dance remind me of the homecoming episode where they just the disrespect. The disrespect was Gil. They had to have some like behind the scenes footage where she gets slapped. I know the drive home was quiet. Like the drive home was completely quiet. They didn't say nothing. They just focusing on the road. That's all I say. But yes. And I was as I say in the chat, Erica, like they visually say, Alicia could be Erica in the scene because I know you was just baffled, like completely baffled. Like you're really playing in my face. That's what they go. All right, no problem. Okay.
And for what? And that's the whole other thing. What was the scene for besides y'all to foreshadow what the hell I guess might happen with Olivia? But what did it add to the damn story? Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
I mean, but I just want to say thank you very much.
I just want Alicia to have a little some self
Exactly.
dignity, girl. Look, what you sitting for? What we sitting for?
And,
Get up.
and,
Act a
when he put her
fool.
in the front, and when all the dancers went to the back, I would have packed up. I'm sorry, my aunt was calling me. Her car broke down in Nebraska or something. I had to leave the show. Some kind of stupid excuse to come up like you. Oh, sorry, but I just want to get my mind off of that scene. That scene first, like in live was like wow, wow. But thanks for letting me get my little bit of her. I really appreciate that.
No, no problem. That's what we're here for. That's
I'm with
exactly what
him.
we're
He
here
right.
for.
He right.
So the only thing we haven't talked about as of yet is somebody put it in the IG chat. I saw it, but I'm also going to give people space to be able to say what they want to say. Is Layla and Jordan, which they didn't really give too much this episode. They just gave a little cute couple, whatever. Jordan
Not a
basically.
jailer of it all. Not a jailer.
I mean, they was cool. That was cute, man. I can't even lie, man. Yeah.
Clay could have given the same energy. She could have given the same energy. That's all I had to say. Clay could have given this exact
I
same
think I got it,
energy.
y'all. It's a plan to set you up. It's a plan to set us up for the bull. They trying to get Layla and Jordan to be the power couple and the couple everybody like. So they giving this Olivia BS that don't nobody like. I
Is that
think
what
that's
it is? If okay,
That's what
all
see.
right. So
That's
I'm
it.
gonna go as far as to say, if I don't have to suffer with Olivia again, I'm fine with them keeping Jordan and Layla together.
But of course,
Wow,
you won the battle but lost the war.
That's what they
You,
wanted
that's shocking to me
all
because you
along.
were vehemently against Jordala.
I
Like,
mean, I ain't gonna root for them, but I'm gonna just sit here and be like, y'all cute or whatever. I will stop actively hating them. If I don't ever have to deal with Olivia again, I will actively stop hating Jordan and Layla.
All right.
It's called
that's fair.
compromise. You see how that works, Olivia Baker? It's called compromise.
I do feel like if they do get them back together, they need to do like you said, be sitting in the cut. Don't nothing need to be done. Ain't no drama need to be had.
she never even
What was it gonna
apologized.
do? Ain't no drama need to be had. No.
Down and put some boundaries together for their damn relationship and tell her what it is and what it ain't gonna be if they gonna be together.
Oh yeah, of course that. Yes, I definitely agree with that. But I'm saying overall, like
I have
no
already given into Jadela,
like,
so they're not happening. I'm not even gonna speak on them happening because I have already conceded.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Right.
And Kofi knows exactly how pivotal that is, like how big of a thing that is.
Yeah, that's
very big
for Erica.
I do agree. That is big because he was adamant.
I do not want them to happen.
That's crazy to me because she, I made no bones and secrets how I like Jordan and Layla. I didn't like Clay for Layla. That's a story for another day. We don't have time to deal.
Whoa! We gotta run that back after.
Yeah, like now we ain't gotta talk about old boy, so it's cool. But like
we ain't gotta talk about the perfect match. We ain't gotta talk about the one that's actually gonna make her better. We ain't gonna talk about gonna challenge her brilliantly and help her step into her full potential as a woman.
Get off the ground, Goofy. Get off the ground.
Look, I could have been for it, but
Clay
you know what? We don't have to talk about that. He got Jay now, so I'm cool with it. Anyway, the fact that she's she can tolerate Jordan and Layla just so that she doesn't have to deal with Spencer and Olivia, that speaks volumes. So yeah.
I do.
So that's what it is, man. And I think we've pretty much covered everything. I mean, unless you want to add anything else, I mean, it is what it is at this point. So, like.
Yeah. I kind of hope, like, these next 2 episodes, I honestly hope that they miss each other. Like, I hope Olivia had this thing where she going off, and I hope if Spencer is going to tell her or try and tell her, hey, I want to get you back, I hope they kind of miss each other. And she go and do what she gonna do, and dang, he missed, and he just gotta wait or whatever. Because I feel like that sound better than them having a whole conversation and trying to get back together in 2 episodes. That's crazy.
Anything
Me
else?
personally, I just sorry. As I said before, All American. I was telling all in the chat. It shouldn't be called All American. It should be called All Olivia because it's all about her. And the show is all. I am telling you, Erica, it's all about her and what she wants and what she's trying to achieve and how she get it easily. And that's just my 2 cents. That's it.
I
That's it.
cannot, but you know, I don't see no lies. I love it. Thank y'all so much for joining me to chat tonight. Y'all are so dope. I
No.
appreciate you so very much.
All right, cool.
No problem. And look, just
There's
as
some more
far
All
as
American videos coming to the channel because I'm having a couple other conversations. So y'all enjoy that or whatever. But
I will enjoy
very
it
much so.
as I'm looking forward to the poll and Fatima video that you have cooking. I know it's gonna cook and it's gonna serve. It's gonna do very well, and I'm be watching and ready to watch. Oh yes,
Oh
I'm
my
waiting.
God.
I'm waiting.
And them some team stands gonna eat my ass up because they already mad. I don't understand what it is that you like about Paul. He's the devil. How do we know that? We don't. But thank y'all
Because
so
she's
much.
standing
Y'all
10 toes down. She's standing 10 toes down and not giving Paul an inch, but Jack can't do the same. So it's not making no sense. Like the common sense, not common sense. Sorry.
common sense, not common sense. Period. Thank y'all. Talk to y'all later.
All right.
Peace.
Later. Bye bye.
Damn it. My bad, y'all. Shit. I'm just reading comments. I'm reading Jess Danielle's comment. Said I said it once and I'll say it again. Layla chose Jordan because he's the only one Olivia cannot take. That statement with every episode just proves itself to be truer and truer and truer. But she does like Jordan and Layla. I've come around. They were actually one of my early ships. Fearless Heart says, IDK, what the lesson was with this whole Alicia plot, it just brought me war flashbacks from Layla and showed that at the end of the day, Spencer's a man that does men things. Child ghetto. Wait, y'all still can't hear me? Can y'all hear me now? It's still muted? Test. Still can't hear? Bruh. Still muted? Oh, well, good. Okay, I'm good. Desiree says, Erica, do one of the chats outside the live because it's something I want to talk to you about. Oh, Lord. What you want to talk to me about? We gotta have a Zoom. We gotta have a rewatch private Zoom. Let's see what else. I think they're done with the Crenshaw now that Billy's gone. That makes me sad. The idea that they could really be done with Crenshaw and this is still Spencer's story, that makes me really, really sad. Not Your Average Gamer says ratings mean none if the story is trash, period. So many people have left the show's fandom. A lot of people have stopped watching, and some people were just like raving fans. I get a lot of DMs consistently about how the people are just done with the show now. I forgot about Preach. Child, I did too until Kofi said something. Spencer's on Demon Time. Alicia's clearly the better option, but he wants Olivia Damaged Goods Baker. Made in Memphis, you're hilarious. I cannot. Alicia should be allowed to put hands on Liv. That was so disrespectful. The whole thing is a bit much. I will say that Olivia technically don't. Well, she did. Y'all are right because she went and got Alicia. So like maintaining that respect that she supposedly had when she went to go get her would have spoken to if she actually was a person of like integrity and caring about other people's feelings. But since she's not, and they're not actually friends, and she technically don't owe Alicia nothing. So, the fact that his character was forgiven for what he did to Layla. I mean, because at that time it felt like an outlier. It felt like this wild thing that he did, not because he really wanted to be malicious, but he did it because he was so overcome with just love for Olivia, confusion, and he just felt like he had to act now. And again, he did carry it on for months in reference to not being able to reveal certain things. I think part of that just lends itself to like rejection and how men might process rejection or whatever. So I get it. Like, I literally forgave him behind that because one, he took accountability for it. He apologized for it. And it felt like it wasn't something that was true to his character. Now that it's happening again, it's like, all right, fool me once. But no, like there is no third time. The second time, you're out. Nope. I never forgave. Erica said she never forgave. Desiree, what you gotta talk to me about outside of the live? DM me. All right, y'all. Is anything else that we missed that we want to mention? Drop your last thoughts. If you are watching this on a rewatch, please feel free to drop down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Include timestamps when you can so I know specifically what you're referencing if you're responding directly to me about something or to someone who might have spoke. Shout out to Tony and Kofi and Dominic for joining me on these lives and chit-chatting and sharing your thoughts. I appreciate y'all opening yourselves up and sharing with the community like that. Just like me with Jordan. I really don't pay Jordan no mind anymore. You know what? I didn't forgive Jordan because of Jordan per se. Simone started wilding, so then I'm just like, well, girl, you ain't got no dog in this fight no more because she don't have a moral high ground no more. Low key, Nia Love says, all this tells me is that he hurts people when he gets involved with Olivia. That is the tweet. That is a tweet, and that's what I was trying to get to in reference to Tony. Tony said he's a bad boyfriend. I think that he wasn't a bad boyfriend until he started fooling around with Olivia. Period. DM me on IG. Spits on the same BS. I took my forgiveness back. Not you taking your forgiveness back. You could just not forgive him for how he did Alicia. You don't gotta take your Layla forgiveness back. It's also hard to like not forgive somebody when the person that they did the thing to forgives them. So it gets a little weird. Even though I've been on Olivia's head and Spencer has clearly just let go all of the bullshit that she done put him through. Jordan and Layla have no chemistry. Yeah. They have a little chemistry and they cute. They're very attractive people. Greta and Michael are very, very, very attractive people, like in real life. Oh, Clay and Layla are it for me still. If I don't have to see Olivia though, I will stop speaking negatively about Layla. About Jordan and Layla. I will give that. I will compromise because I'm that type of person. All right, y'all. It has been real. We are pushing 3 hours in this live. If you haven't already, click that like button. I'm going to need to see hella likes on this video because I'll be forgetting to say it during the damn live. And y'all got to look out for your good sis so that we can push this content out and continue to grow the channel. I dropped 4 or 5 videos today. I'm coming with it. In May, we back on the grind. We having dope-ass conversations. If you are not tuned in, I do more than All American. I'm also talking about Power Book 2 Ghosts, which I'm utterly obsessed with and having so many dope-ass conversations about. I'm in the Tyler Perry universe with Sisters and Satima. I'm also thinking about bringing Ruthless Conversations over. So if you watching that, then be on the lookout for that. Members, look out for my Bel Air stuff, so y'all gonna get that first because I'm gonna go back and rewatch it. Join the Discord if you would like to do any live rewatches with me where we go back and we literally watch episodes of television together and be able to chit chat and kiki in the moment about it. Those will be announced in the Discord. And ask somebody in the community if they was here for that time, because what a time the rewatches were. A lot of us built really solid, dope friendships. Like my friendships with Naya and Melissa and Antonio came out of us rewatching All American together and just having a good old time. And the rewatches are coming back, so join my Discord, which is linked in the description box of any of my videos, y'all. Keish, I didn't tell him to dance with me. I didn't tell him to dance with me. I love y'all so much. Clay and Layla is a hill I'm willing to die on. So much more interesting. Period. Shout out to y'all for joining me tonight and having this dope ass conversation. We will be back next Tuesday for episode 19 live after show. I also have my episode 18 breakdown and my episode 19 preview. If you haven't seen it already, I posted that on the channel because your girl is back to giving y'all All American breakdown. So help your sis out and go and watch it. Shout out to all the members in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all so very much. Consider joining the membership if you would like to support the channel and support me in making more content, doing more lives, and getting exclusive access to additional content. Members in the chat right now: Keish, Kimberly, Kofi, AG95 was up in here. Shari was up in here. Hey boo hey. Kimberly Felder. I think I might have just said you. Money Green Tay, welcome to the membership. You joined during this live. I appreciate you, boo. Welcome. There's a ton of exclusive members only content for you to dig into. We got a nice little archive and so much more on the way. Big Kev was up in here. Shout out to Big Kev. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all so much for supporting the channel in this way. Thank y'all for all y'all attention, y'all watches, y'all likes. And I will see you. Erica, DM me. We're going to figure it out. Because I don't know what the hell YouTube is doing. Aaron. Hey, boo. Hey, remember Aaron as well. I'm sorry I might have missed you before. I hope y'all enjoyed the live. I hope y'all enjoyed me having no cool for moments. We will be back. Join me this week. I'm going live on Friday to talk about Power Book 2 Ghosts with their new episode. Yeah. See y'all. I love y'all. Rest well.